I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
Happening, people. Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chad, ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Luis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Friday, TGIF. Let's hope we have a nice, long show to get everyone through their work day and get them through their Friday. So hopefully you can enjoy the weekend and be right back at it right here tomorrow for a live fight chat for Diego Pacheco taking on Emmanuel Alim. Today we're going to be talking about yesterday's price isn't today's price, as Edward Hearn came out and let the world know that the failed negotiations between Vergil and Jaron Ennis don't mean that the fight is falling apart, but it does mean that the original deal is not on the table. According to Eddie Hearn, the original deal made Jaron Boots Ennis a B-side, and he accepted that fight without any issues, not caring. Now, fast forward, the man has won 2 world titles and unified the 54-pound division, making himself a 2-time unified champion in 2 separate divisions, solidifying his pound-for-pound status. Now he's the A-side, though, so things have changed. Now, Eddie did make it clear they're not going to lowball Vergil Ortiz, but the situation obviously is not the same. He can't expect to get what he was getting in the past now that Boots has done the heavy lifting, as some would say. So this is what we're talking about. We're going to go ahead and let you hear the audio from the horse's mouth. Edward Hearn, the promoter of Matchroom Boxing and the promoter of Jaron Boots Ennis. So, once again, if you're interested, you know what to do. We got Discord rocking and rolling. X Spaces, we're getting that going. So we're expecting to get your calls, your opinion on whether you believe this big fight happens. Again, Eddie Hearn making it clear that the offer that was on the table is no longer available. Rick Merigian contacted Eddie and thought that the deal was all done. Eddie had to remind him that Jaron Ennis just went through the fire in New York City and came out a unified champion. So things have changed. They are not the same, and you can't expect them to be the same. Meridian just probably shooting a shot at the dark, hoping for a possibility of that old deal still being on the table, but how? It's just too, it doesn't make any financial sense. After what Boots did, after his accomplishments, he deserves to be in the driver's seat. Credit to Eddie saying that they're not going to play A-side tactic games, but let you hear that audio. Pay attention to X live streaming video or youtube.com/The Boxing Voice so you can follow along.
Off the back of Zayas and Boots, how close are we to like an Ortiz fight for Boots?
We haven't really heard anything, to be honest. Like, I mean, I just said to Mannix up there, it's like, everyone's on me. They're like, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, what about you make the fight? Do you know what I mean? We like,
the Golden Boy, yeah.
Well, but anyone, the zone. I mean, like, the reality is, when we agreed that fight last time, we were taking the smaller end of the deal, which I didn't agree with at all. But Boots was like, listen, let me go and fight him, I'll beat him, and then we'll be in a great position. That fight didn't happen, right? We signed for that fight. They didn't. I do believe they wanted the fight, but obviously they had their mess. We went out and had a gift from God to fight Xander Zayas, and thank you, Xander, for being the champion, and thank you, Top Rank, for rolling the dice. And on June 27th, a new star was born in Jaron Boots Ennis. Rick Meridian, who I love, but, you know, is a little bit skewed because of his love for his fighters, comes back and says, well, we've done the deal. It's like, no, we did a deal when we weren't even champion, when we were half the fighter we were in terms of profile and star value. Now we're unified world champion and you're a voluntary defence. Now, I'm not going to come out and say you should get 20% as a voluntary challenger, but do not think the deal's the same. We've got multiple options for Jaron Ennis. We've got Josh Kelly. We've got Sebastian Fondora. We love the Vergil Ortiz fight. And I stand by all my comments previously. It is one of the very best fights in the sport. Boots will take it like that. But I have to go and present an offer to Jaron Ennis. And I can do that by having a chat and seeing the numbers. But if you're like, it's always, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, make the offer. Right? So, Golden Boy, DAZN, if you want to challenge the champ, make the offer to the champ. If not, we'll sit down and we'll tell you what you're getting for the fight. And then we'll work with Golden Boy or co-promote, no problem. But respect what he's done, respect the situation, and respect that today's price is not yesterday's price.
Shout out to Eddie, man. One of the best promoters in the game, for sure. Knows how to talk a really good game, and he has been putting on. He has been putting on for his fighters, doing a fantastic job for Jaron Boots Ennis, for Bam Rodriguez, and a few others. This is the audio. This is what we're going to be discussing. Whether or not we actually get this super fight between Jaron Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz. For months, man, the boxing world believed that Jaron and Vergil would get it on, that the fight was inevitable. I mean, we've been waiting for this fight since Vergil was at 140. When he entered the division at 47, we immediately started matchmaking him with Jaron Boots Ennis. They were the two youngest, strongest welterweights in the business, and they never fought each other. Two undefeated stars, two offensive-minded fighters. One more of a technician than the other. Bit athletic, but two fighters entering their prime. Then the business happened. Now, we're in a different place, a different space. Jaron Boots Ennis is a different person. You heard his promoter. His profile has risen. He was in a big fight. He's on the pound-for-pound list. He's a two-time unified champion. You know, I'm an Eddie fan, but he's just telling the truth. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You can't expect to fight Jaron Boots Ennis for the same offer that was on the table before he became a unified champion for a second time. So, you know, Meridian and Golden Boy are going to have to do a lot better. Now, what I did love that I heard in this clip, and I'm sure it went right over your heads, is that Eddie said, and I'm paraphrasing here because I don't want to fuck up the actual word, but he basically said, DAZN, Golden Boy make an offer. So I love that DAZN is also a player. And if Golden Boy and Rick become thorns in this negotiation, sounds like DAZN will just cut those branches right out and make the decision, or step in financially and satisfy Jaron Boots Ennis. Because if you hear Eddie, he said, you know, make us an offer, Golden Boy or DAZN, or just take what we're giving you and we co-promote. So he's drawing his line in the sand, and he's also sending out the bat signal. He's letting DAZN know, look, let's not go down that street again. It's hard dealing with these guys. They're not realistic. You guys step in. You guys send out the offers, and we'll go from there. And I think that that's a better situation rather than two men trying to, or two teams trying to come together. Look at the Devin Haney and Keyshawn situation. Rumors are rampant that Keyshawn is not happy with the 25%, thus waiting for purse bid, prolonging the announcement and the potential fight. Money is always going to be a huge part of the decision-making for the teams and the fighters. So hearing that DAZN could potentially step in something we've heard in the past. Obviously, we've heard that DAZN has a seat at the table. We've been hearing more and more since all the promoters have gone over there that they are in the business of buying good fights and making good fights. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this this space that we're in where we get these promoters competing with each other. It really feels almost like DAZN is competing with Zuffa, even though it seems like they're working together in some weird way, as we did a show announcing Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn on Paramount, where for months it was rumored that that fight was going to be on Netflix, but it is now on Paramount. And hopefully, up until now, it's still part of our subscription. They haven't pulled the fast one on us yet and notified us that it won't be and that it will be an individual, independent Paramount pay-per-view. Hopefully that isn't the case, as we've never seen that. And it would be bad for boxing to land on Paramount and then be the first ones to start doing pay-per-view. But following Boots' spectacular 7th round stoppage of the previously unbeaten Puerto Rican Prince Xander Zayas, who could be found already running the streets, getting back in shape, looking to get back into the ring. Boots captured that WBA and that WBO from the former champ. But Eddie made it clear that negotiations are no longer where they once were, specifically because of those titles that Boots acquired. He's just a different person, and that's understandable. You know? So the message was simple. Yesterday's price isn't today's price. And it's honest. And from a business standpoint, it's difficult to argue. When initial discussions were reported in the beginning, Boots was moving up into the 154-pound division after establishing himself at welterweight as one of boxing's elites. But today he's unified. He's a world champion. This is his second division. He's a two-time unified champ. He is pound for pound. He's arguably coming off the biggest victory of his career after stopping the undefeated Puerto Rican Prince Xander Zayas in what was a thrilling fight, which elevated in excitement after the third round when people thought that Boots was noticeably injured. Ennis, nonetheless, got the win in spectacular fashion, dropping and stopping Xander's and really bringing back the boxing, that infamous Puerto Rican knee, improving his record to 36-0 with 32 knockouts, while Zayas suffered his first defeat of his professional career. That changes the negotiations. How Rick Meridian doesn't notice that is crazy. Now, he could be playing dumb purposely, trying to see what is what and where, the negotiations lie. But A-side changes have happened. Revenue projection changes. Television interest. Gate projections. Pay-per-view potential. All that changes after he became a two-time unified champion that is on the pound-for-pound list. Everything changes. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that Eddie Hearn is pricing the fight out, but Boots was already the star. To hear in this video that Boots was taking the short money versus Vergil, who never won a belt, was insane. So God works in mysterious ways. And a fight that he was accepting and signed for fell apart. And instead, he appears to be reminding everyone that this isn't the same Boots anymore. Not the one that you negotiated with a few months ago. Now you're dealing with a pound-for-pound fighter. You're dealing with a fighter that you can't say hasn't fought anyone. Still undefeated. Still one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. Still considered by many the biggest threat to Crawford if he ever came back. Now, Ortiz, he remains a top name at 54 that people love to talk about and want to see in big, high-profile fights. And he continues to be viewed as an elite champion. But he isn't quite a champion. He is an interim titleist, but not the full champ. And that's another situation that people find strange. How are you the interim, but you're not calling for the mandatory with Fundora? How are you Mexican, but you're not calling in the Mexican card with Mauricio Suleiman to push the fight? To fight the Mexican, half-Cuban, towering Inferno. So the negotiations did fall apart in the past, but now we got a new hurdle, a new obstacle has emerged, and that's money, respect, and status. Boots' team believe their fighter earned the biggest slice of the pie after becoming unified. And every boxing fan that calls in today should be on his side because he put in the work. Ortiz's side, they may believe that the original agreement reflected the risks both men were taking, but now one man is taking more risks as his two belts are on the line. Somewhere in the middle lies the fight that everybody and every boxing fan wants. Let's see if they can get it done and give us this fight. So if you're going to call in, let me know your thoughts on, is Eddie Hearn negotiating or posturing? Has Boots officially become the A-side, in your opinion? Or is Eddie out of control? Does Vergil, who never won a world title and outpriced himself, deserve equal money despite not holding any belts? How did the Zayas victory increase Boots' value and profile? If Ortiz says no, who should Boots fight next? Eddie mentioned Fundora and Josh Kelly. Are those realistic, or is he, once again, posturing? Could this become another Crawford-Spence situation where negotiations drag out for years? And they already are. As I mentioned, we've been wanting this fight since Vergil was at 140 pounds. Is this currently the best fight that could be made in boxing? And if there's bigger fights in boxing, is this the best fight that could be made at a 154-pound division? These are some of the talking points we want you to address when you call in. Phone lines are open. We ain't dragging our feet. It's Friday. You either calling in or you're not. The kid got shit to do every day. So if you're calling in, call in. We're going to be calling that last call for callers one time, and then we up out of here. So y'all want to talk boxing like I do? Call in. You don't, and we all out. Cliff, Connecticut. Buenos dias.
Yeah, I know you said the other day, you like when people compliment your monologue and you hate when people be like, yo, I missed it. But I miss what Eddie Hearn said specifically. I caught the latter end of your monologue.
Off the back of Zayas and Boots, how close are we to like an Ortiz fight for Boots?
We haven't really heard anything, to be honest. Like, I mean, I just said to Mannix up there, it's like, everyone's on me. They're like, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, what about you make the fight? Do you know what I mean? We like,
the Golden Boy, yeah.
Well, but anyone, the zone. I mean, like, the reality is, when we agreed that fight.
Just pausing it to remind y'all, right there, he said, anyone, the zone. Like, he's looking for someone to step in because he understands that these dudes are billy goats, button heads.
Last time, we were taking the smaller end of the deal, which I didn't agree with at all. But Boots was like, listen, let me go and fight him, I'll beat him, and then we'll be in a great position. That fight didn't happen, right? We signed for that fight. They didn't. I do believe they wanted the fight, but obviously they had their mess. We went out and had a gift from God to fight Xander Zayas, and thank you, Xander, for being the champion, and thank you, Top Rank, for rolling the dice. And on June 27th, a new star was born in Jaron Boots Ennis. Rick Meridian, who I love, but, is a little bit skewed because of his love for his fighters, comes back and says, well, we've done the deal. It's like, no, we did a deal when we weren't even champion, when we were half the fighter we were in terms of profile and star value. Now we're unified world champion and you're a voluntary defence. Now, I'm not going to come out and say you should get 20% as a voluntary challenger, but do not think the deal's the same. We've got multiple options for Jaron Ennis. We've got Josh Kelly. We've got Sebastian Fondora. We love the Vergil Ortiz fight. And I stand by all my comments previously. It is one of the very best fights in the sport. Boots will take it like that. But I have to go and present an offer to Jaron Ennis. And I can do that by having a chat and seeing the numbers. But if you're like, it's always, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, make the offer. Right? So, Golden Boy, the Zone, if you want to challenge the champ, make the offer to the champ. If not, we'll sit down and we'll tell you what you're getting for the fight, and then we'll work with Golden Boy or co-promote, no problem. But respect what he's done, respect the situation, and respect that today's price is not yesterday's price.
Yo, that's funny. Yo, this shit, we just had this conversation like a week ago, and when you were saying, yo, they got like 24 hours or 48. If it's not done, it's on the Boots team. That's why, and I knew that was bullshit. I knew that was bullshit. But it's Eddie kind of gangster. It sounds like, see, that's how you don't know, though. This could be negotiating, hustling at his finest. But he just said, send the champ offer. And normally, the champ sends out the offers, right? Didn't Tank always would say, like, I send the offer, like the B-side ain't really supposed to, traditionally the B-side don't put out offers, right? It probably has happened, but normally it don't.
Yeah, no, it don't normally happen, and it has happened. Wilder sent AJ a B-side offer.
Right, so he's saying, send us an offer, or the champ is going to tell you what it is. Well, I mean, send him an offer. And he said yesterday's price ain't today's price, so just send him something 5% less. If you really want the fight, 5% less shouldn't be a problem. But if you don't trust Eddie and you surrender that 5% to start negotiations, he's only going to bring you down.
What you mean you don't trust Eddie? Who you talking about? Who doesn't trust Eddie?
If Oscar doesn't trust Eddie, and assuming if you go to negotiation tables with 50-50, that's the start, right? And Eddie got to hustle you down from 50. But if you send him an offer.
But that's what Eddie is saying, like, don't even come over here with 50-50 because we not the same fighter we was.
Right. But so
think about what he said. He said, we not going to do you dirty and give you 20%. So that might mean they're going to get a 70-30 offer. He letting you know, like, bro, we could give you 20. You ain't never been a champ. You ain't never won a belt. You in a hot seat with the Zone. You know what I'm saying? Your promoter don't want to fuck with you. Like, what y'all gonna do? Because we got options. We could go unify with Josh Kelly. We could go fight Fondora in another unification. And there's still more fights.
So when you say that, who's Eddie talking to, Oscar or Vergil? When you say he's in hot water with this and that,
he's talking to the team. He's talking to the team. He didn't say hot water, but you know that they in hot water. They the one fucked up the deal. The Zone was part of that deal. They was at the table. So the Zone ain't happy with Vergil. How could they be? I'm obviously assuming, but you tell me, if you're a business and normally common practices, you let promoters handle that. You had to step in as the fucking network to make this fight. And right when you thought you had to fight, Vergil pulls a fast one and sues his promoter. Are you happy with Vergil?
Yeah, that's Vergil. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I asked you if you were applying it to Oscar or you were applying it to the Vergil, the Ortizes. But the thing about it is, Ness, I understand what he's saying, but no, you can't do 20%, even with all the things that
No,
you
I'm not saying
mentioned.
do 20. I'm saying he's showing you and the public the reason that Vergil deserves 20. Then he's
Regardless.
being a wordsmith and saying, but we won't give you 20, but he's laying out the groundwork for guys like me to be able to see why he's only worth 20 and educate the audience. He's only
Right, but
worth
there's
it.
guys. But
The only
no, it's
reason
not
he's
true.
worth more to you is because you want the fight. In business,
Nope,
he
not
hasn't
even.
done anything. In business, he's never done a pay-per-view. In business, he's never sold over 4,000 tickets. In business, he's never won a world title. So you are wrong.
Listen,
Cliff is wrong. Eddie
I didn't
is
even
right.
get this. The reason why he's 20, you can't make that argument no matter how Eddie want to put it out there, is because you don't have people beating down the door to fight Boots. Number one. And number two, Boots can only make a certain amount of money with other fighters. So there's a point to where if you push Vergil's percentage too low, it becomes diminishing returns. Where you 20% fighting Vergil, it could be less. Could be How am I trying to say this? Basically, the revenue of the fight that Vergil and Boots could make is probably so much higher than Boots fighting anybody else besides Fundora, and you don't even know if Fundora will fight you, right? And then you got Josh Kelly that's on the same team. So you got some shit.
You guys keep thinking boxing. Oh, you talking about you don't even know if Fundora fight you, and that's cool. This is not your job. Fundora already came out and said, "Yo, I don't like what my manager did, making us look like punks." So he wants to fight. He didn't say shit. That was his promoter promoting. Secondly, if that ain't enough for you, cool. Sometimes a fighter's word ain't enough. They be lying. He's on the zone, champ. Those days are over. The press release read last piece of the puzzle. Fundora cannot hide the same way that Xander and Top Rank could not hide. You think it was a coincidence that the first fight Top Rank got was the fucking Boots fight? Listen, the zone knows. So you saying
that it's PBC turn to put up or shut up?
Exactly. What do you think Eddie is saying? The zone, he keeps calling the zone to step in. You ain't hearing the audio?
I'm hearing it. If y'all want to
fight, he said, if y'all want to fight this champion, make the offer.
They should make the offer. He should come with 45% so that it's lower than yesterday's price. It's not 50-50 and start there. But I honestly don't know.
Why you even saying start there? Like if it was already 50-50, it wasn't even 50-50. It wasn't even 50-50. You heard Eddie. Boots was taking less than Vergil. So why the fuck am I going to throw you a bone now? You not making sense, Cliff.
How am I not making sense?
Think about it. I was bringing the belts in the first fucking negotiation, and I was the one that sold 14,000 tickets, then 10 in AC. And you was giving me less. Why the fuck I gotta yell with y'all niggas? It's like y'all can't fucking comprehend.
Do you not comprehend? I'm telling Oscar to go to Eddie for 45%. Did you not comprehend
that?
Bro,
listen, champ, you're not getting it. You keep saying Oscar get 45 for Vergil. What world does he deserve it if Vergil didn't have belts and he was getting the bigger slice of the pie when Boots had 2 belts? Now Boots got fucking 4 belts. He got legacy.
That's where you start. It's where you start. If we selling a car, Ness, you know that. That's where you start. Why you gonna don't hustle yourself so low to 40% or 35%, knowing Eddie's going to probably push you back another 5 or 10% by the end of negotiations. You start high so you could land somewhere where you're comfortable.
No, I get what you're saying.
I
get what you're saying, but we talking realistic, right? Like you talking negotiations, and that's still part of the conversation. You see, I didn't understand that you wanted him to go back and forth, bro. Nobody got time for that shit. You know what the fuck? So you just gonna
jump out the window?
Because you know what you did. You know what you did the first time. You know what you did the first time. You didn't have shit but leverage, and you used it against Boots. So now they got the fucking leverage. Why this kid don't wake up? He can't see that? Why you can't see that?
I see what you're
Niggas
saying,
with
but at
no
the same
belts.
time,
Niggas with no belts.
I'm
fucking
still your
sunned
biggest
them.
fight with no belts. I'm
Man,
still
no,
your
the
biggest
fuck he
fucking
not,
fight.
man.
And
Boots,
then if you
no, he not. Boots is the biggest fight in the fucking division. Nobody's gonna make more money without Boots.
Dance. It takes two to tango.
He
You're right.
is
It's
the
both of their
dance
biggest
partner.
fights.
He is Tank, not Fundora, not Vergil. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Because we don't know what Boots will sell individually
You
yet. If
do
you throw him
know.
in there
I
with
gotta
any
go, man. I
John
gotta
Doe.
go. This nigga's
We know
too
Boots
dumb.
is gonna go crazy with any John Doe. We never even seen Boots make 250 pay-per-views with.
This nigga's stupid. So Avanesian ain't any John Doe? Who the fuck can spell his name over here? This motherfucker, I'm trying to tell you, these niggas is stupid. They don't want you to disrespect them and call them out their fucking name.
Money with Avanesian?
Get the fuck out of here. Yes! 14,100, you dumb motherfucker. Stop unmuting, bro. You don't know shit.
Caesar's $10 a pop.
All right, now you're going to get removed because you being an asshole. Fuck out of here. Niggas is dumb, bro. You trying to teach them, they just talking. Shit weird. Discord available, X Spaces available. What up, Quest?
Quest the motherfucking best. Yo, can you hear me? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's good? Salute. Damn, Cliff. Damn, my God. Damn, then that's just souffle. Damn, that was worse than the Squishable. Damn, man. I don't know. Shout out to Cliff. Yeah, I feel it's hardball. It's hardball. Boots is trying to get the best price he can get, man. I think he threw. You know, I want the fight. I get why people don't want the fight. You know, I think Vergil isn't really. He got the names, but it's like he hasn't really shown much of late. His last win was Lubin, and Lubin is like come on, man, who ain't knock out Lubin? People were saying this, man. I don't know who Boots can fight, bro. Like if it's not Fundora and not Josh Kelly, it's probably gonna be Josh Kelly. Let's be honest. I think they want to get another belt. I think that's the most likely fight, and they got a fight coming up soon. I think too, right? So I think it's not too far away. The Josh Kelly fight, and they can just end off the year with another belt. I think that's their plans. Honestly, if I'm going, I want the Vergil fight, but some people might not want it, man. And I think Vergil want the belts, then let's make it an undisputed type fight. You know, let's make it undisputed or add another belt, make it even bigger. So people were saying this shit, man. I want to get on niggas was saying this shit, man. This shit crazy. This is 147 is better than the 154 division. I know people was like saying like the 154 division, like you got Fundora and then they got him like and Boots. That's two big names, but those are the two only big names. Like, and you can add Vergil. You can add him. I don't know, but 147 is the biggest division, close up there. You got Keyshawn now. You got T.O. that's now getting the division. Still got some good young prospects and Tiger Johnson. You know, all them guys. It's a deep division. I think it's becoming into the golden division again, man. You know, it's 154 not a bad division. Like it's still a good division, but I think people was like kind of tripping. I think they didn't look in hindsight and how all them 140 guys are now getting into the division. And I think 140 it ain't cooking like that. It ain't really 140. I mean, Shakur, that's probably it. I don't know who else. And Russell, I don't think Russell that good. I ain't gonna lie. I think he got to get back with the Pollo fight, and he not even trying to fight Shakur. So he ain't looking like that. But the Boots. It's a yesterday's price. What Eddie said, man. I think they want a bigger number. They just want a bigger number. I think they just threw with the games. The beard shaving shit. I think they seen that like, yeah, man. That shit. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got niggas shaving beards now. We gonna get the most money we can get. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I think, man. It's all about he really put himself in good position by getting them belts. You know what I'm saying? Like he really put himself in that driver's seat. You know, the Vergil fucked up. You know, you can't fuck somebody up and then think they're gonna come back and give you the best thing. You know what I'm saying? You think I done tried with you before. You know, I tried to get something with you before, and then you done fucked up the whole shit, waste my time. I think I seen the interview too. The boot saying like I went through 5 weeks of training camp trying to get this fight, and then the shit fall through the suing, and this is I think he done. I think you know it is what it is, man. It's a big fight. I think it ain't bigger than the Fandora fight. I can tell you that. It ain't bigger than that. But yeah, man. Salute Ness. He next on some shit, man. The nigga saying the pep raise, bro. You getting on their ass. You ain't letting the niggas through, man.
It ain't rage, bro. It's just fuck, bro. 15 years of dealing with dumbass niggas that don't comprehend a motherfucking thing. Nigga got a business too. It's like you sad, bro. You sad. Just like Bo Mac said, you sad. How you a fucking 1099 and you don't understand business?
Hopefully Cliff ain't cooked, bro. Like you done let some nigga. But Pristine was my guy. Like he was one of them niggas I can always pick on, man. But I'm gonna get back to this grind, man. Salute.
I'm done with Pristine. I'm done with Pristine. If Super Max see him, block that nigga. He better off not typing because the minute he type, we blocking him. We ain't get to block him yesterday. But I'm fucking done.
You need those type niggas, man, to get on, man.
No, I don't. I'm not dealing with stupidity no more, dog. I'm about to be.
I like niggas to just bully and pick around sometimes, man.
Nah, I don't bully people. I don't got time for that. That's for the weak.
I feel you with that.
Weak people bully people so they can feel superior. I don't need to bully nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I get you on that. But sometimes, like, he deserves it. Some type of niggas doesn't deserve it. Like, he just a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Them some core fans. Them niggas is just they still on the core shit. Them niggas that try to throw them the niggas you can't trust. Them the niggas that throw niggas in front of niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fight you, but hold on, my brother right here, he gonna come get you. Them the niggas, them type niggas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them niggas some hoes. But yeah, salute Ness. You know, Friday, try to, keep this, you know what I'm saying? Hope we get a good show. But shout out to them chat hoes, like flexing. That's a hoe ass nigga in the chat, flexing, that's my call. Salute.
All right. Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. I'm going to have to stop going in line and start going by the value of the caller. Because y'all be trying to fucking fuck up my mood, and God bless me. You know, I'm happy every day. There's nothing wrong with my life. Except for y'all dumbass motherfuckers. So from now on, even if you first and you a dumb motherfucker, you getting skipped over. Because y'all ruining people's mood. This is a morning show. The Breakfast Club of Boxing. Niggas trying to get through their work day. Stupidity is fucking shit up. Brandon, what up? We skipping over dumb niggas now, man. Fuck this shit. Brandon, Cincinnati.
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
Ness, good morning, good brother. How you feeling?
I was good, man, but it's just like every day you got to deal with dumb niggas, man. Like, Jesus Christ. GDs are fucking practically free out here.
Man, you should have been through that. You should have been laid the sword down on these niggas, man. Some of them niggas that got chopped ain't the only lames in the chat. You got the Tavon Burns in the Thomas Blueprint, flexing and stepping, and Who's That TV, a bunch of them corny, socially awkward niggas in the chat. So it's time to get all them lame ass niggas up out of there. Niggas that don't call in, niggas that just chat talking about other callers. You socially awkward dweebs. I'm calling all you niggas out. You said something that I loved yesterday. Niggas not gonna pop out though. So you're wasting your breath. Let's get to this topic. Man, it's quite simple in my opinion. Quite fucking simple. Eddie Hearn saying, hey, if you want to get back in line, because we got 2 belts, we hold all the bargaining chips. We were willing to take short money the first time. We were ready to bet ourselves the first time, which shocked me. The fact that he said they were willing to take short money.
Not that they willing, they did. He said they did, and they signed. It was the other side that didn't sign.
That's crazy to me, because I felt before the titles came in, At best, it was a 50-50
Me
split. Neither
too.
guy got a title, but the fact that they took short money,
I
that
never
just shows
thought,
you.
Brandon, I never thought it was a 50-50 fight. And I'm not being biased, just simply because Boots won world titles. He won world titles and sold tickets. Like, when has Vergil done that? How did he get more money in the first negotiation? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Nah, not for real, but it's simple to me, man. Eddie Hearn is saying, hey, you want to jump the line and jump over the unifications, the zone and Golden Boy, make us a offer we can't refuse. Bring us an offer that is so fucking high that we're willing to skip over unifications for that type of money. We talking about 8 figures, 10 plus million guaranteed, 15 million plus guaranteed if you want us to look past Josh Kelly and Fundora and get back to you. But if you can't do that, hey, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Take what we give you. It ain't gonna be just horribly low, but it ain't gonna be what you probably would have got if you ain't bullshit and shit the bed the first time we tried to do this. And on Vergil's end, at this point, Vergil, it's time to bet on yourself, bro. It's time to bet on your fucking self. You ain't won a title yet. You've had some uncircumstantial foreseen shit happen in your career where you got sick a couple times, couldn't make the weight having issues, diagnosed with some kind of illness. That's understandable. And that slowed the pace of your career down. But at some point, you got to say, fuck it. I'll take short money, or I'll take less than what I think I deserve, or less than what I would have got to bet on myself and try to do something great. Boots tried to do it with you. Xander did it when he took the Boots fight. When are you gonna bet on yourself and say it's my turn to take some fucking risk? So that's my thing to Vergil. It's time you take some fucking risk, bro, and step up. If they offer you 25, 30%, then fuck it, give it to me. I'm destined to be great. He's got 2 belts. This is my opportunity to become a unified champion, and the ring belt will probably be on the line for that fight. It's time I bet on myself, and if I win, that just makes my story even greater. And if I lose, you're still gonna get some M's out of the deal. You ain't gonna come out there making peanuts. You're gonna get some M's even if you lose, and you can always bounce back and rebuild and reset and step back up. But at this point with Vergil, you fucked up. You had all the negotiating chips in your hand. Somehow, some way, you try to do some Weasley shit with your promoter, and now you want to revisit it. You can't expect. I know Rick Meridian ain't dumb enough to expect that the that the percentage splits is gonna be the same as it was before you pulled out this last fight. He ain't that stupid, Ness. So he knows he's gotta know they gotta play ball and capitulate at this point. I don't think he's that fucking stupid to think that the percentage split is gonna be the same as it was. So yeah, man, that's my opinion, man. Boots has all the bargaining chips. If I'm Eddie, I'm letting Josh Kelly know now. Don't wait till after he wins or loses in a few weeks. Let him know now. Hey, look, champ, we got to make you the sacrificial lamb. Not telling him that, but if you win this fight, you got to unify with Boots September, October, November. All right, brother. So yeah, he's got to be on the horn with Josh Kelly, letting him know now. Like, this is what's happening next if you win against Argaico. So he's need to be getting that in place just in case Vergil and them are bullshitting and get this shit rolling. Boots, yeah, he's top dog. Unifications are important. And I'm okay if that's what he wants to do. If that's his journey to become undisputed at 154, then like I said, Oscar and them better come up with a damn good number to get him to change his mind about that. And if not, and they got the Josh Kelly winner fight in the bag and set up, then that's just what it is. Vergil, you snooze, you lose, you fucked up. Lesson learned. But at some point, Vergil has got to bet on himself and take some fucking risk in his career. We getting tired of it. I think he's an amazing fighter. But at some point, yeah, nigga, step up. Step up, take the low ball, and try to be great. But other than that, Ness, I'll let you get to some other callers, man. Protect your mental health at all times. I'm out.
Appreciate you. Sean in the UK.
How you doing, Ennis?
All good. Good morning.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, that was a fantastic monologue that you did, and not to repeat some of your points, but and say something different. Um, One thing I don't really like about Eddie, and I think he did kind of clear it up, but he's acting like this is like back in the day, and like Matchroom's going to be paying both fighters. We know that Turkey's probably going to get involved and give Vergil his money and give Boots his money. So, in terms of the percent, I don't see why that really needs to come into play. I mean, because if
I don't know,
Turkey
man.
wants
Y'all
that
keep
fight,
saying Turkey, but we haven't seen Turkey fuck with Boots since he came on this show and shit on him.
yeah, that was going to lead to my next point as well. Because the biggest thing that
He wasn't
Boots has
even
got for him, that
involved in the Zayas fight from what we noticed.
that's a good point. But let's not forget that Boots is one that dropped the ball initially because that today's price, yesterday's price, that's kind of like what Merigan, that Virgil's manager was trying to say. That's why he wanted extra money for the second time, because when Boots turned the fight down the first time, it was for a lot more money. Then the second time around, when Boots is ready to come to the table, now Virgil got issues. So like I said yesterday, they've both been playing games. But the only thing that Boots has got on his side is that he's got them belts and he has taken the extra risk. But let's not forget, just like what you just mentioned, Boots wanted 2 warm-up fights and he could have had the Virgil fight before. So let's not forget that. But I hope that this ain't gonna put me off Boots in terms of like, they all hungry at the beginning, and as soon as they get to the top, they start to change. Hope Boots don't end up being that type of fighter, because just if you can make the fight, make the fight. That's what I'm trying to say. And like what I just said, Matchroom make coming out their own pocket and paying both fighters. Like what you said, the zone's gonna get involved. The zone pays Vergil and Golden Boy, and they satisfy Boots. Therefore we don't need to go into that percentage that and to what Cliff was saying, I do thought he was a little harsh on him though. You can't go from having 51% plus more than dropping all the way down to 25%. That wouldn't make sense. I don't think that if he was getting the bigger half, like 51% or more, how can Eddie to say, yeah, we're not going to offer you 25%? Nobody's ever going to take that. So that's like putting obstacles in the way. But all in all, Boots is the. I'm not going to say he's the man, because to me he still needs to beat Fondora. And to what one of the last guys said about the ring belt, the ring belt shouldn't be on the line if Fondora's not involved, because he's a champion and he's a formidable fighter. So that ring belt can't be involved if Fondora's not involved. So yeah, Eddie Hearn's doing his job. I'm looking out for his fighter and point it out there. But now I can see why Robert Garcia was so eager to push for Boots to accept the fight, saying, "Oh, if they don't take it, it's on their end." Trying to get the public to think that Boots is the one that's stuck in. But yeah, like well, if it's like what you said as well, if it's not Turkey, then let's hope the zone gets in the middle of these guys. Say, here's your money. Here's your money. You don't need to do no dick measuring contest, and just make the fight, so we can get a good fight. All right, Ness, that's my call.
All right. Discord available. X Spaces available. Pat Bandero.
You next, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the callers. Shout out to TBV. Hey, man. Hey, to me, it makes perfectly sense, man. Perfect sense. But I think we touched that topic maybe a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how long, but yeah, we a lot of us were kind of mentioning like technically, Boots is in a different situation now. Like we all wanted to fight Vergil and Boots, but at the same time, I personally was saying like I really want the fight, but I wouldn't be mad at Boots now, playing his position, So the fact that Vergil didn't have like a belt ever, and that he had like some, he had to deal with his promoter and stuff like that. I'm like, man, if Boots really objective is to get as soon as possible all them belts, I'm mad at him if he's like a bit more tougher in the negotiation. Like they say, tables turn, no? Like it's amazing how one fight can change the whole, you know, the whole trajectory. Feel me? So yeah, man. Like I personally think like Eddie Hearn is like he said straight away after the Boots fight. He said like, we're gonna like try to make. We're not gonna go crazy on like like being too tough on negotiation, but at the same time, this is not the same situation. So like, I mean, he's right, man. And like I said, like Boots really, I can tell his objective really is to clean that division, like to get all them belts. So like, if Vergil like is playing too much with negotiation, he's just gonna go, I mean, he's got that Josh Kelly. Hopefully, Josh Kelly get the dub. He got that one definitely, and then Fundora is the one that will probably be like a bit more difficult to get.
I don't know. Fundora's new message. He like, yo, I ain't no punk. He mad at his promoter Samson making him look that way.
Yeah, so hopefully, like you said many times, like if the fighter really wants the fight, he'll make it happen. I mean, we see what Xander did, So, yeah, man. Hopefully, hopefully Fondora's like, step on the gas and like get that deal. I mean, obviously, we'll see what happened with because he has to fight, so he obviously has to get the W. But I cannot expect him to get the L in that fight. So. Yeah, man. And Vergil, like as I said, I think you said you were surprised that Boots was like taking like a lower offer against.
Hell
Vergil.
Yeah! In the first negotiations, why? He was the former unified champ. That shit don't make no sense to me.
At the same time, like you have to realize he came up to that division, and Vergil was also number one in the.
Yeah, it don't matter, bro. Vergil's not a ticket seller. I don't know. Those was bad negotiations on my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more like I think Boots just like he probably like he was so like 100% certain he's gonna smoke.
Yeah, I mean,
Vergil.
based off Eddie's message, that's what it was. He's like, bro, just make the fight. I'm gonna beat him and be in position. Yeah. But like, bro, that's crazy. The biggest fight, because that's what y'all saying, that this is his biggest fight, and he was willing to take short money, like Floyd versus Oscar.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, it's like it was not a gamble because like I'm pretty sure he knew that he's gonna smoke Vergil, but like at the same time, yeah, you're right. I think probably Eddie probably tried to tell him like like try to get more money, but like you said, like would say like just get that fight out smoking and we move on. So, but yeah, man.
Vergil
like,
never wanted this fight, man. Vergil never wanted this fight, and people ignore that. Boots got in the ring, and the minute they faced off, the minute Boots left the ring, what did Vergil say? He want to fight Earl Spence. He don't want this fight. He don't want this fight, and that's why it's never happened, bro. Y'all just blind.
I just thought, like, I didn't know if it's Vergil or if it's Oscar, because I really feel like Oscar knows Vergil's going to lose that fight. You feel me? So I don't know if it's Vergil or Oscar, because I'm more into.
It's clearly not Oscar because he ain't the one that asked for fucking $12 million. Oscar was trying to offer him 3.5. Remember?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Like Brandon said, like Vergil's got no choice now. He needs to lay down. In my opinion. But I want to see the fight, so like hopefully, like Eddie said, he's not too tough on that negotiation. So we see the fight, he gets smoked, and we move on. But that's my call, bro. I appreciate you, Ness.
You the man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Absolutely free. Costs you nothing. Helps with the visibility of the show and ensures that the show goes on longer to get you through your workday. Breakfast Club of boxing shit. Voice of the people. There is no equal. Call in. Voice your opinion. Richo.
Yo, Nuss, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Top of the morning, man. TBV, what up? What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. This is good for Boots, man. Let him know I'm the A side now. You know, I'm the A side, and I'm not gonna throw you like Eddie said. I'm not gonna throw you no crumbs. Take this 35%, and we can meet in Vegas. Other than that, I got Fedora, I got Kelly. I could hit that red button and fight Devin Haney, and really sit on you motherfuckers and really make a big ass fight. So I think Boots and Eddie operating from a state of abundance. You feel me? They don't need Vergil, but they're willing to toss him something if he's willing to get in there. And I think Vergil, I don't know if I agree with you. I think Vergil wants to fight Boots. I think he wasn't willing to fight Boots because he felt like he wasn't a draw like he is now. So now it's beneficial to fight. Fedora seeing that too. That's the same reason why Fedora didn't want to fight Boots, because he felt like you're not a draw. I'm not gonna make as much money as I would if I fought Errol Spence. You know what I mean? So now they see the success that Boots has. He on a pound for pound. I don't know what that did in Brooklyn at the Barclays, but I'm sure it was successful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Vergil wants that fight, but he gotta play ball, man. They gotta realize that y'all not in the driver's seat. Y'all want these belts, y'all gotta do whatever the fuck I say. Just like Canelo and them. I'm not saying that Boots is on Canelo level, but you know, it's kind of the same thing. Look what Kambosos did to Haney. Back-to-back fights in Australia, right? He
Yes,
hit
sir.
that A side. But damn, I lost my thought. But yo, that's my call, man. Appreciate you, man. You already TBV.
Salute. Discord available. X Spaces also available. If you're looking to call in and voice your opinion on today's topic, we're talking yesterday's price not being today's price, and that is pertaining to the negotiations with Jaron Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz. Previously, Ennis was taking short money according to his promoter, Eddie Hearn. For those just tuning in, we'll go ahead and play that audio, what this show is based off, giving you time to line up and get on the line so we could get some calls.
Off the back of Zayas and Boots, how close are we to like an Ortiz fight for Boots?
We haven't really heard anything, to be honest. Like, I mean, I just said to Mannix up there, it's like, everyone's on me. They're like, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, what about you make the fight? Do you know what I mean? We like,
the Golden Boy, yeah.
Well, but anyone, the zone. I mean, like, the reality is, when we agreed that fight last time, we were taking the smaller end of the deal, which I didn't agree with at all. But Boots was like, listen, let me go and fight him, I'll beat him, and then we'll be in a great position. That fight didn't happen, right? We signed for that fight. They didn't. I do believe they wanted the fight, but obviously they had their mess. We went out and had a gift from God to fight Xander Zayas, and thank you, Xander, for being the champion, and thank you, Top Rank, for rolling the dice. And on June 27th, a new star was born in Jaron Boots Ennis. Rick Meridian, who I love, but, you know, is a little bit skewed because of his love for his fighters, comes back and says, well, we've done the deal. It's like, no, we did a deal when we weren't even champion, when we were half the fighter we were in terms of profile and star value. Now we're unified world champion, and you're a voluntary defence. Now, I'm not going to come out and say you should get 20% as a voluntary challenger, but do not think the deal's the same. We've got multiple options for Jaron Ennis. We've got Josh Kelly. We've got Sebastian Fondora. We love the Vergil Ortiz fight. And I stand by all my comments previously. It is one of the very best fights in the sport. Boots will take it like that. But I have to go and present an offer to Jaron Ennis. And I can do that by having a chat and seeing the numbers. But if you're like, it's always, make the fight, Eddie. It's like, make the offer. Right? So, Golden Boy, the zone. If you want to challenge the champ, make the offer to the champ. If not, we'll sit down and we'll tell you what you're getting for the fight, and then we'll work with Golden Boy or co-promote, no problem. But respect what he's done, respect the situation, and respect that today's price is not yesterday's price.
Jersey Bob.
What's up, man? How you doing?
All good.
See,
Bless.
I'm coming
Highly
out different.
favored.
Yeah, I'm coming out different. See, if I'm Boots, I'm not fighting Virgil till he fights somebody else and win. Because you know these Boots haters gonna be like, Virgil had a layoff. That's why he got knocked out. So I would tell Virgil, man, come back to me after you fight somebody. You've been sitting out a while. You get back in the ring, I'll get back to you. I wouldn't even fight him next. He been sitting out for how long? And then all these people that hate on Boots gonna have all these excuses why the man got knocked out. When like you said, Virgil knows he can't beat Boots. He don't want to fight. Boots knows he can beat Virgil. He gonna knock that man out. So this is an easy fight for him. So of course Ennis gonna take the fight. It's easy. He gonna take him out like he took out Xander, and it's gonna be easy. But if I'm Boots, he gotta fight somebody. I don't want no excuses. I'm rusty. Cause that's what he gonna say after the fight. Virgil gonna have all these excuses. I had problems with Oscar. I was rusty. It's the only reason he won. Nope. Beat somebody, then come see me. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm with that. I never thought he deserved the fight. I feel like he's getting the fight just because he's Mexican. There's no other reason. He didn't done shit. I mean, Mexican and because he's a puncher. But, like, he hasn't done anything. I don't get why they keep calling him the biggest fight. Like, Fundora to me got more exposure, been on bigger stages. I don't know. It's strange to me, bro.
Yeah, I would fight Fundora, Josh Kelly. Now I got a question for you. I heard Boots talking about fighting in Atlanta, and I don't understand why. If I sell in New York, I sell in Philly. Why do I want to go fight in Atlanta? That's what's wrong with boxing.
New market, bro. New market.
What if it fails?
Yeah, but look at how you thinking though. You thinking what if it fails? He's thinking what if it blows? He's thinking that's Black Hollywood. He gonna get more celebrities out. It's gonna be a bigger movie than New York.
But the question is, you gonna fight Virgil in Atlanta? Does that make any sense? If he was gonna fight?
No, it ain't Virgil because Virgil's team won't agree. But you
But
could
who-
fight.
so who are you gonna
You could
fight?
fight. You could fight Brian Mendoza in Atlanta. You could fight Tony Harrison in Atlanta. You could fight Charles Conwell in Atlanta. You could fight Brandon Adams in Atlanta. You could fight Jermel Charlo in Atlanta.
Are the people gonna come out?
What the
And I
fuck?
love Boots.
Come on,
Are they
man.
gonna come
Come
out
on,
from
come on,
Atlanta?
come on, bro. Come on, bro. You playing around right now. You know I ain't got time for
I'm
that
not.
shit.
I'm paid. I went to New York.
Nigga,
I
you
was
from
in
Jersey. Did they come out for fucking Shakur?
What, Atlanta?
Yeah, in that fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, so they ain't gonna come out for Boots?
I hope so.
Come on, man. This is what I be saying about y'all. Now you slow to fucking answer questions because you know what you saying is stupid.
All right. You got it, Ness. But all right. Well, new market. I would take the old markets and I'm gonna sell. But hey, maybe that's why I'm gonna run a business. I ain't expanding. I'm gonna keep that. I know I'm sell somewhere. I'm going there. But if he want to be a superstar, you're right. He got to expand.
Hell yeah, you gotta hit up all markets, champ.
But yeah, if I was
in Atlanta, bro, that's urban, bro. That's Black Hollywood. That's right up his alley. Like you gotta go there and touch that. Look at Tank. Tank did it. Shakur did it. Now Clarissa doing it. Yo, you gotta do it. You calling yourself the face of boxing on the Pivot Podcast. Face of boxing could go to any region and sell. And I think he could sell. I don't even know. I don't even get your negativity. Like, what you afraid of? What has shown you that Boots can't sell in Atlanta? It ain't that far from Philly. It's an urban audience. He's a fucking entertainer in the ring. Like, I don't even get you. Where's your negativity coming from? Or not negativity, excuse me. Where's your reluctancy, maybe? Your fear? Your fear of him failing? Where's this coming from? He hasn't failed. He never failed. So why would he fail now? And how do you fail? Your trajectory is going up. You know, you didn't fail when you were a up and coming contender. Then you didn't fail when you became a one belt champ. Then you didn't fail when you became unified. Then you moved up and fought a unified champ and didn't fail again. So how the fuck are you gonna fail? How could you just all of a sudden go backwards? What roller coaster this guy's on?
You right. I just like I said, man. If I know I'm gonna sell, I probably can sell 20,000 in Philly. I'm going to Philly. That's just me. I'm gonna take the 20,000.
Yeah, but you gotta understand how
business
business works. Think about it. Think about it. Simplest question. The 20,000 tickets you sold in Philadelphia, what is that gate? And the 20,000 tickets you sold in New York, what is that gate? Because it's two different markets, bro. New York is different taxes. Fucking pack of cigarettes when I used to live in the tri-state was $13 for Newports. You in Jersey, tell me how much is Newports. So you already know every market is different. So if you selling 20 in Philly, all I'm trying to explain to you and the audience is $20,000 in Philly doesn't mean the same amount. I mean, 20,000 tickets in Philly don't mean the same amount of money in New York. If you sell 20,000 in New York, you making way more money in New York.
I paid for more. I'm with the Philly to see Boots, and I paid less than I paid from going to New York. So you're right about that. The New York tickets was a lot more.
Of course, they charge you for the event, bro. They charge you for the event. It's New York, the Big Apple. So now we can charge you more. Just like it's Atlanta, Black Hollywood. This will be a movie compared to being in Philly. You going to, like when Tank did it, Dr. J was there. Fucking Gucci Mane was there. I mean, it was dudes there that I ain't even know because I'm not into that shit. I had to ask the dude from Fight High, like, who the fuck is this? Everybody was there with hella jewelry. Bro, I never see, go look for that Tank show post-fight. I say it, I never seen that many motherfucking Lamborghinis. It all different colors. Look like a pack of Skittles on a lawn. Man, and I'm not saying Boots is Tank, but everybody wants that. And if you calling yourself the face, you want that. You want what you seen Tank do. He was there because I was cool with Boots then. I interviewed him. He was there. He seen that shit. That shit was a fucking movie. Everybody came to Tank fight that day. Just think back when he fought Barrios in Atlanta. Look at that crowd and look at them stars. Why wouldn't you want that?
So one last thing, and you can do this for next week. July 25th, they got two horrible pay-per-views. There's never been a day in boxing where it had two bad pay-per-views on the same night. Joshua fighting a nobody, and Errol Spence against Tim Tszyu, and two washed-up dudes fighting at 160. That's
tripping.
The two pay-per-views on the same day.
How you gonna say Tim is washed up? Terrible.
Man, you seen him fight? You seen him fight? You seen him losing? You seen him get hit? Just getting hit. He you can call him the get hit man now. He just wide open.
Did he win his last two fights?
I hate to say the competition, but look at the competition.
Okay.
Look at the competition.
Did Earl win?
I think he's done.
Did Earl win any fights?
Earl ain't fighting 3 years.
All right then. So how's one dude washed when he's beating undefeated fighters, and the other dude hasn't fought in 3 years?
We gotta learn our lesson. You seen Conor McGregor after his layoff?
I did not. I did not. I don't watch that shit.
I don't watch MMA. I saw him when my son said he looked like a fool out there and it blew out his knee. I looked at it on YouTube. But Earl gonna look like Conor McGregor. He got no business being in the ring. He should have gave up. The man said in an interview, "This might be my last fight." You already know if you're talking about retirement, you retired. So I'm not paying for that fight. That man might come out and quit. He might quit on the stool. I don't trust him. I don't trust Earl. Like I said, I'm not putting up money for a dude and then he quit. It ain't gonna happen. So we'll see, man. People pay, but I don't trust Earl enough for me to put some money up. Because if he quit on the stool, I'll be really highly heated, and he give up and wave his hands like I'm done. So I don't trust the fight. And Joshua fighting some dude I never heard, so I definitely ain't paying for that. I never heard that dude. I watched. You know that dude who Joshua's fighting?
Hell no.
Like, come on, man. With these dudes, these pay-per-views they having, man. I just get most of the time I'm fighting Hergovich pay-per-view. Come on, man. What are we doing? And like you said, they better not put this Ryan Garcia fight on pay-per-view. They better have it on Paramount. They put the UFC on Paramount. They better not put pay-per-view for that. But the boxing fans should revolt if they do. But all right, Ness, thanks for all the time. I appreciate you. You have a good one.
You too, champ. Boxing nerd.
Hey, Nuss.
What up, champ?
How you doing, man?
Can't complain.
All right. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Enjoying the show so far. I'm loving the takes. I'm loving you crash out on some of the funny stuff that you hear. I love the fight. Honestly, I would love for Boots to fight Vergil. I got Boots in that fight by stoppage or close decision because Virgil's a tough out. He's a tough competitor, but unfortunately he hasn't sold anything. I'm not sure why he ever thought he was the A side when he's been in Texas a few times. I'm guessing you already know, and he hasn't done over 10,000. They're saying Lubin did 10,000. I don't know where the numbers are for that because I look everywhere and I can't find anything. So, and I'm not sure where people got this two tune-ups thing from because Robert Garcia said it. And when Turkey was on your show, I played it back multiple times. He said tune up, not tune ups. Like he said singular, not plural. Am I mistaken for saying that, Ness?
Tough to say, bro. It was so long ago, I would have to hear it. And,
yeah,
it just sound like the context did sound like it was multiple because he said, if that's what you want, get that from Eddie. I'm not in the business of tune-ups or some shit like that. I'm paraphrasing, too. That's what I'm saying. So far long ago for me to give you any, accuracy on that.
No doubt. But, hey, it ended up being a lie because he fought Lima and then he went for the champion. So it really was just get myself
we still don't know if it was a lie. It could have been Turkey's influence.
Yeah, that could be also true. A lot of things could be true. I don't know enough about the inside. I'm just a fan that wants to see the best fights. Boots is my favorite fighter. I want to see Benavidez get in there with Jaya Opita. I want to see Shakur fight Tank and Devin. I just want to see the best fights that we can pay money for. I'll pay for pay-per-view for those big fights. I don't want to waste money on Joshua versus Atama versus bro, come on, man. Why are we taking money from hard-earning people and not giving us fights that we actually want to see? If they're gonna do it, just put it on the zone. Don't put it on pay-per-view. We're already paying this a subscription. This doesn't make any sense. Why are you taking more money for shit fights?
Exactly, bro.
It doesn't make any sense to me, right? But
I don't even get this Joshua card, bro. They're shameless over there at the zone for putting this on pay-per-view. I don't get it.
Abysmal. That's the nastiest pay-per-view I've seen in years. That's just a waste of money. Why are you doing that?
And then they get fake numbers because everyone that's ultimate, it goes down as a buy. So we can't even, pay. We can't even send the message with our wallet because if you cancel, if you're month to month, then maybe you can cancel. I don't even know the fucking fine print. But if you pay for the year,
there's no month to month. Yes, there's no month to month. I paid for the Boots subscription. I'm locked in for a year. I don't have a choice.
But how?
You're locked in. I don't know. I'm not sure. I tried to pay for the month. They only have the year subscription for me. I'm in Canada, so I'm not sure how it works out in America. But in Canada, I only got one option. It was either ultimate or the monthly. They say monthly, but you're locked in for a year. I'm not sure why they're doing that. It's weird because I used to back in the day.
Well, the ultimate. Hold up. Maybe you misunderstood. The ultimate was never month to month. Only thing you can do is pay every month or pay for the annual to get a discount. Right. So if you sign up for ultimate, you are locked in because that's the package. You're a subscriber of the ultimate plan. What I meant is month to month, if the ultimate was $45 a month And this month, I'm like, I'm canceling because of Joshua, but that's not allowed. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like if you can cancel this month and come back next month, but that's not allowed. Once you sign up, you're in for 12 months. The only option you got now is you pay them $45 a month plus taxes and fees, or you pay them like $430 plus taxes and fees up front.
Yeah, that's the thing. But what you just said, I think it's for the regular deal too, because I have the regular deal, and I'm locked in for the whole year. So even without the premium, they do the same thing. I guess it makes sense because they want people to like not always like, oh, you only pay for a month and then come back and leave and come back. I guess that's what they're trying to avoid. But like, that's kind of, or if I don't want to pay money, I shouldn't have to be forced to pay money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but hey, a great show. I'm going to be listening in. I'm interested to see when Mike from Omaha is going to come back, because you already know. What he says, help is on the way. Yes, sir. That guy's funny, man. I enjoy his calls. But yeah, man. Thanks, Ness. Shout out to Boxing Boys.
Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Punch resistance. Gotta unmute, player. Okay. First super chat of the day, Javier Oliveres, $2. Since now, all pay-per-views is in the package, what's the percentage on? I don't know what you mean, bro. I have no clue what you mean. $2 super chat, Cliff, counter, joke, dead emoji. It's me, Rock Lee, $5. Boots emoji, keep offering Ortiz a deal, and if he says no, unify. Each time you collect a belt, keep lowering the deal. Would be another weight class with no belt. Oh, so Wilson, $2. Boots Pop said Vergil at the back of the line. Laughing out loud. I did see a clip yesterday. I forgot all about that clip to find it and show y'all. Damn. Somebody tagged me. Yeah, his dad did say they not fighting Boots next. I mean, they're not fighting Verge next. You know, and rightfully so, bro. You drag your feet, you lose your motherfucking spot. Hey, chill. Punch resistance.
Can you hear me?
We do now.
Okay. Well, I want to say this. I want to begin with this.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, baby, you know it's me, man.
You changed the name, though.
Because I be trying to do all my political shit on here. That's why I don't use it for TBV. I don't want to cause no hate or no trouble for nobody. Because I get out there on that political shit. But anyways, we won't couch that. So anyways, right?
We lost you. What up? You said anyway what?
I say people are known to change their mind when they're presented with new information at times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was never big on Boots before. But man, over the last year and a half, 2 years, I'm sold on Boots. Since the Stanionis, he's just been showing me. And I'm going to tell you something. After what Fundora did to Keith Thurman, I mean, has anybody ever done Keith Thurman that way? Can you think of anybody who did Keith Thurman that way?
Nah.
Okay, then. So, what is the most exciting fight right now at 154? Jaron Boots Ennis and Sebastian Fundora. Vergil's a freaking tune-up. I'm sorry. You can say what you want, and I love Vergil. I wanted that fight so bad. But at this moment in time, on whatever day, July, whatever, 2026, he's a fucking tune-up for Boots for the next fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would do. I would tell Eddie, yo, tell them they can get 25% or we moving on because we got another tune-up to do before we do Fundora. You know what I'm saying? And start already working that out to where they can get Fundora. You know what I mean? And they ought to start making some shirts with Vergil's face on it that say Diet Coke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Clips. But yeah, man, I think that, you know, Vergil's has got to be happy with 25% at this point and see if he can upset the apple cart. That's the only thing I see for Vergil right now. But yeah, man, right now I think Fundora and Boots is just, and on that Atlanta thing, man, why wouldn't he go to Atlanta? You know, that's where all the Housewives stuff is shot out. They got all those big studios out there. They got the Tyler Perry stuff out there. Even the freaking Walking Dead. You remember the Walking Dead show? They used to record that out there in Georgia.
And didn't 50 buy a studio out there too, or was that in Shreveport?
I don't even remember. No, that wasn't Louisiana. You're right. That wasn't Louisiana. 50 Cent thing, that was in Louisiana. But yeah, man. I mean, Atlanta's popping, yo. That's like the Black Mecca. Ain't that what they call it? You know what I'm saying?
Black Hollywood.
And it's like Black Hollywood. That's right. You know, oh yeah, because they got all the studios and stuff. Yeah, you know, you got Memphis is blowing up with all the big rappers right now. Memphis is right there. It's so close, you know, and so, man, and for me, you know, Moms lives in Georgia, so I would love to go out there, maybe TVV have a party out there or something. You know what I mean?
I'm with it.
But yeah, man, you know, that would be, man, Boots and Fundora in Atlanta, Georgia. And Atlanta got a lot of Mexicans too. They got a lot of Mexicans in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hey, not a bad look. But let me get back to it. Thanks for taking my call, TDV. Like and subscribe.
You the man, champ. Help is on the way. What up?
Boxing boys.
What up?
What's good with it, Nesta Gibbs? Hey, Ness.
Yo.
You been cooking these niggas, dog, all fucking week. Cooking these niggas, putting them in a motherfucking blender, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, that last caller, bro, hold on, bro. I heard you say, what did you say? He wasn't on Boo's team, now he is, because what he did to Stanley Yotis and what he just did to Zayas?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is them niggas, man?
You a hater.
No, bro, I'm keeping it no. We can't.
Don't say you keeping it real, champ. That's insane.
I am, bro. Bro, I'm keeping it all the way real. We ain't about to pump him up because he got a little win off of two. Who he fight, though? It's all about who you fight, too, right? We just can't say a nigga great and he do all this because he just beating niggas, man. Who you face matters. We ain't pumping him up off of that, man. Hell no. We just pumping up anybody this day in boxing. We can't do that shit, y'all. And oh man, what's good with it? What? It's kind of off topic, but what the fuck good with Richardson Hitches putting all this shit out on Tank like that? What's good with these niggas, man?
He gotta get that buzz. Ain't nobody paying attention to that fight.
I guess. I mean, he trying real hard with the shit he accusing Tank doing now with the drugs and all that extra shit. I'm like, damn. These niggas is crazy these fucking days, bro. And another one, Earl Spence, homie, came out exposing him on some bullshit yesterday. I'm like, God damn, Earl. He said Earl got his ass whooped because it was karma when he got his ass beat by Bud. He said it was karma. He said him and Earl got into some bullshit back in the day, and they had a deal that when he got out, he wanted 300-something thousand. He wanted a grill. He wanted a lot of shit, and they was cool with it. Earl and his dad was cool with the shit. And when the nigga Earl get paid, he getting his bread. And Earl, he can't find Earl nowhere. He said Earl on that bullshit, man. I'm like, oh shit, I see. And he was saying that shit with
champ, you just glossing over that like you don't think we need context? You don't think you need context before you fucking pick a side? $300,000. Have you ever given someone $300,000?
It's no, bro. It's a whole interview. He talking about it for like a whole hour,
Yeah, I'm
bro. It's more
cool.
to
I'm
it.
cool. I want
I ain't explain it because
want
I don't know
you.
all that shit.
I want you to explain to us though, like some
Well, they pretty
context,
much
cause you
All right,
you
let me
on
do
the
it.
guy's side, and it's like,
I
yo,
ain't on his
what?
side. I ain't on his side.
Oh,
I
it
don't
sound
know
like
these
that.
niggas
It
at
sound
all.
like that. From these years, you was like, Earl
Oh
moving
yeah, well,
funny. He
yeah,
disappeared on the dude.
yeah,
$300,000, Mike.
yeah. But listen, the dude went to jail for 10 years,
For
bro.
what though?
And he was,
I
oh,
need
that's what I'm about to
again.
tell you.
I need the
He was Earl them
context.
shooter. He was Earl them. He was the nigga that carried that heat
So
for Earl and them type shit, bro.
Earl, who was in the Olympics fighting
Yeah, it happened right
internationally.
before that. It happened right before that, bro. That's why Earl
Well,
got
he
to go
was
to
a
the
block
Olympics, bro.
dude. He was a block dude.
Yeah, Earl. That's Earl couldn't make it to the Olympics because that case was pending, and they said, "Hey, if you take this fucking, so you do all this shit, and we'll give you this when you know what I'm saying? We set you up." You know what I'm saying? That's how Earl got to make it to the Olympics. Y'all, it's a lot to the interview, bro. I don't want to just say everything because it's too much of that shit. You gotta listen to it for yourself. That's how Earl got to go to the Olympics. This shit was in jeopardy, bro. Until, hey man, we need you to do this and something for Earl to go to the Olympics. He said, all right, cool. Just say I did it all. Bang, bang, bang. And when you get out, we're gonna set you up. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And when he got out, he said Earl was nowhere to be found. And I don't really know. Y'all gonna listen to that shit on Street Stars on YouTube. Y'all find that shit. They gonna talk about it. You gonna hear about it the next couple of days. It just came out like yesterday, day before yesterday, bro. You'll see that shit. The shit crazy. But what I'm about to say? Boots. Man, hell no. He don't need to go to no fucking Atlanta. What you need to go to Atlanta for? You know what I'm saying? Take your ass to Vegas, you face of boxing, man. What you need to go to Atlanta for, Boots? No, we gotta see if he
Cause
really like that.
he catering to his market. That's smart.
Exactly. But if you the face of boxing, no matter where you fight, they gonna come to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but if you the face of boxing, you got to touch all markets.
That's what I'm saying. Can Boots move out that East Coast?
Of course.
I want to see Boots
Him and Vergil was a Vegas and West Coast fight.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So why am I rushing? If the Vergil fight not happening, what I'm gonna go to the West Coast with the wrong opponent for? You just dying for him to fail. No, you dying for him to fail.
No,
bro. We hear your calls every day, bro.
Who the top fighters today? Like Haney and niggas like that. Don't they go overseas a couple times to get that belt? I see the niggas that I know.
Bro, Haney's from the West Coast. That's why he's fought in the West Coast. He only fought once in New York, though, right?
Twice. But he went over across that water twice, bro.
Because he had to. You not listening. Boots took short money to fight Zayas. And he went to Zayas' hometown of New York City. Like, what is you even fucking talking about, Mike?
Man, he went right next door.
That's Zayas' backyard. That's Puerto Rico's backyard. You can't change it now. The fuck is you talking about?
Bro, that ain't Puerto. They said that's New York, bro. That nigga was next
Name
door
a black
to
fighter, Mike. Don't get hung up on, bro.
Say it. Name a black fighter.
Yeah, name a fucking black fighter that dominated New York. Name him.
You want me to name him?
Yeah, I'm yelling for you to name him.
Earl Spence. Earl Spence fought in Brooklyn, didn't he?
Man, I'm hanging up on you, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
What up, Al?
Yo, what's up?
What up?
Area. Yeah, man. Vergil shouldn't, get 50. He shouldn't get 40. He shouldn't get 30. I give him 20%. But it don't seem like they willing to give him 20%. They trying to get him like 25. But I give him about 20%. If anything, I give him less than that. Like Vergil haven't really done anything. I'm surprised they took short money in the first place.
Tell me about it. That shit is crazy. I think that was the biggest news of the fucking day.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, man. If Vergil want this money, man, he gonna have to take a lot of short money. Or he gonna have to go fight the town in front of him. Those are his only two options. But if he wanna fight in Atlanta, man, there's not a lot of fighters out there, I would say. that he can fight in Atlanta with. He could bring up Haney if Haney's willing to fight him in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a movie if he offer Haney to fight. But you could
You
fight
know?
Haney in Atlanta. You could fight Brian Mendoza in Atlanta. You could fight Jamel Charlo in Atlanta. Tony Harrison in Atlanta. Brandon Adams in Atlanta. I mean, there's hella fights to make in Atlanta for him. He's the A
Yeah.
side.
But do you really want to fight Jamal Charlo?
Why not? Why not?
Being out for so long?
He was in the ring with Canelo. He was a former undisputed. He's the lineal champ. You do the same thing Wilder did. You beating the lineal. You giving him a shot because he was the last man. There's storyline there.
Okay. And I guess it would be considered his little tune-up before he fought for Nora. Because even though he was the lineal champ, he had been in the ring for almost 2 years, right?
Who, Charlo? He got like 3 years out the ring almost.
3 years. So he's going to be a lot of rust.
Yeah, perfect for Boots. Boots the face. We just trying to get him bigger. Movie in Atlanta, knock out Charlo. But what about Rashidi Ellis?
I like that fight. He's a little more active. Yeah, I definitely like that fight. That's a good tune-up right there. Rashidi Ellis. And Rashidi, he's going to talk. I seen him a couple times. He's going to talk. He's going to talk his jump. And he's going to try to sell the fight. Or he can wait for Spence to probably beat Tim Tszyu.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's
I
not
didn't
your
even look
time.
at those options. But those are some good options. Oh, did you do the Kenichi Bears yet?
Yeah, I seen your 2. You, Mac and Cheese, and one other guy. We got 4 so far, so yeah. You win it. I seen your 2.
Okay. Just
Seen it
making
yesterday,
sure.
my bad.
Just let me know when you're gonna do it.
For sure.
But that's my story.
We need a few more people before we could do it, but yep. Tommy, Florida. What up?
What up, Nish? You got me?
Yes, sir.
Shout out TBV. Yeah, Mike from Omaha, you have to stop. That boy, that motherfucker be trying to discredit Boots any way he can. He
Shit,
can't
pathetic.
let that shit go. You gotta let it go, Mike. All right, we gonna send you some help. Help is on the. We gonna send you some help. But nah, Boots fighting in Atlanta, that'll be fine. Really, bro, he can just any Mexican shit. Just to sell it out and make it a show. Bring up Abel Ramos. Why the fuck not? He fought on Netflix. You know, he did it. He got a little nice career.
Damn.
Green print.
No, the opposite. Barrios. Off of Barrios the shot.
But Barrios coming off a loss. At least Abel, it was a draw. Did he fight after Barrios or no?
Yeah, but I mean, Barrios fought in Atlanta. He fought Tank. He fought Thurman. He's just more popular.
He definitely more popular. I'm just to sell this. He'll sell no matter who he fight. Coming off a win, loss, draw, it don't matter. Especially if it's a Mexican that descent, he definitely gonna sell that shit out. Put B Norm on the undercard too, just to make it that much interesting. But yeah, you know, in boxing, you know, boxers, fighters, promoters, managers, they all do interviews. They all lie for the most part. They all lie at some point. But every now and then, they'll state some real deal facts that you can't ignore. And this is one of the times. Eddie Hearn stated an absolute fact. Now, let's go back in history. Boots was offered Vergil first, I guess, you know, and he was at 54 for his first fight. He turned it down, whatever. Then it came back around. Whatever happened with, you know, Vergil's side couldn't make it happen. Whatever, however you want to paint the picture, you paint the picture that way. But that's kind of how it went. But what happened in between when the fights fell out? Vergil went and fought He fought Madrimov, and then he fought Lubin. I want to say that's how it happened. But he probably really didn't. He probably fought Majamov before Boots actually moved up. So I'm a little confused at that point. But this time it falls out. What Boots go do? Boots go unify and fight the undefeated guy in the division who, you know, some people would have considered the number one guy in the division. So now he holds the card. And yesterday's price is not today's price. He's absolutely right. As I can remember off the top of my head, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, this, I believe Vergil only have 2 former world champions on his resume, right? Madrimov and Maurice Hooker. Am I missing anybody?
Former world champions.
So I don't think so, bro. If I'm missing somebody, it's really only like one more, and probably just a really, really old guy. So
yeah.
So and Boo's resume as it's like Boo's resume as it stands, bro, is better than Vergil. On top of that, I'm a 2-division, 4-time champion, twice unified. Like my accolades, my resume, and especially now my star power is all better than yours. You can't expect me to give you, you know, equal share of the money or more or anything like that, bro. You just can't. You can't. And anybody, and to me, I wanted like a couple calls ago. I like to see good fights no matter who versus who. But at this point in time, it's all about timing. They'll tell you in boxing. Vergil can really be, you know, at the back of the line when it comes to all the fighters you can name at 154 who you want to see Boots fight. And obviously, it's only Fundora and Kelly. But, you know, I'd like to see him versus Brandon Adams. I'd love to see him versus Brandon Adams. Would I like to see him versus Vergil more? Yeah, but that's only because of the history and the back and forth, and Vergil is a beast, you know. But shit, I would like to see fucking Vergil versus Brandon Adams. You know what I'm saying? So, realistically, bro, we just gotta you can't really force it to be like, oh, Boots gotta fight Vergil now because of whatever reason. Nah, he don't. No, he don't. That man got options. He can do what he want at this point. And like I said, it don't matter who the fuck he fight. If he go to Atlanta, that's gonna be a big show for him, bro. And that's gonna make him that much more popular. That definitely will. Anywhere in the South, he go anywhere in the South, it'll make him popular. So yeah, man. If they do offer Vergil something, Vergil just got to take that shit. Cause all that negotiating, yeah, we'll move on. Cause honestly, right now today, my number 154 fight would be Boots and Fundora. And you know, I'd love to see that more than the Vergil fight. But yeah, man, you can't knock the man for putting himself in position. He's not the one that before. He's earned it.
like it's your
And
turn.
if you want to have a showcase
it's not
fight
your
somewhere,
turn.
hey, let him do it. He won't be the first. He won't be the last. Shout out TBV. Hey, Mike, chill down. Mike. We love the energy. Just calm down.
Khaled, Indiana.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, bet, man. That shit went on mute for a second. All right, real quick. Boots and Vergil, I thought it was interesting the shit Eddie Hearn was saying, how Boots was ready to take, you know, less money and all that shit, which kind of makes sense, because if a motherfucker, Boots really be with the shits, bro. Like, he like, yo, I can beat him, bro. I'll take a little less because it's just going to boost me anyway, so I'll just take a little less bread. But now he just in a different position, and that just kind of come with it. So, you know, I think the fight's still going to happen, but it might not happen on these terms. And it's cool, man. Like, Vergil got to do just a little more. Like, it's not like, I don't even think this is one of them cases where, like, the A-side shit just kind of makes sense. Like, you ain't never been a champ, couple former champs. You had the shit with your
like motor and all that shit. You just kind of got to do a little more, kind of get back active in like a big way where like people really want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because the luster kind of came off like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to fight like a Charlo. You got to fight like a big name. You got to fight like a former champ. Maybe fight and a boss or somebody like that. Fight somebody who like can get your name circulating. Maybe try to do some WBC shit. Maybe it would be better if you tried to thwart the Fundura boot shit and try to write a letter to the WBC to try to get some shit activated. Do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like try to step in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Play them type of games. Like play like a mandatory game or call something for something like that. You know, just try to do something that can get your name out there. You know what I'm saying? But Boots in Atlanta, I'm with it. Whoever the fuck he fight, I'm with it. Like Boost is one of them guys now, so we gotta, you know what I'm saying, whatever's gonna make him bigger. You know, he a guy that's looking to carry the sport in like a real way with skills and devastation. So I'm fucking with him. Next, I want to talk to you about Tito Mercado.
I know. Jesus, glad you brought it up. Glad you brought it up, bro. The only silver lining I'm hoping is that everyone is on the zone. But bad move in my opinion. We need to see if Salida can be different from what he was. And to be fair, look at what he's done for Clarissa. Look at what he's doing for O'Teef Oberton. He's given Jermaine Franklin some opportunities, Big Baby Miller some opportunities, Ota Wawalin some opportunities. I just don't like his shows. I promise you, I don't tune into those shows. The last one I seen was the O'Teef one, and I'm telling you, I went straight to his fight. I watched specific fights. They're not the same. You know, I'm happy for Najee. I love to have seen him be a commentator or the ring announcer is dope. But the events don't feel like a Matchroom, a Top Rank, not even a Frank Warren, bro. Like it just don't feel that way. It doesn't translate on television that way. I mean, do you feel the same? Does it look to me? His shows look like a step up from that Rashidi Ellis CES show that was on DAZN one time, where it was kind of dark and shit.
Yeah. Honestly, like I haven't watched the show, so I don't want to.
There you go. See, but there's a reason that we not tuning in. They not popping.
Yeah, they not. It's not like appealing. Troy Isley over there too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, see. But look, only thing I can say, one of the things that's a positive is Tito Mercado wasn't getting scraps. I'm sorry, and now he's very active. He is active, but the names that he fighting is like, I don't know who these guys are, but maybe it's an activity thing where he's going to be active and just kind of showcasing and all that type of shit. So maybe that can move him up the rankings, because maybe these are ranked guys who we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then that does happen. Maybe the same thing can happen with Troy. Troy wasn't fighting. Maybe Troy can become more active. So maybe that's the thing that can help. And you hope that since they are on the same network, that some of these fights can get made. But we just kind of got to wait and see. Just so I can be more intelligent in the conversation, I'm going to try to watch some of the scraps. But he also fight on weird days like Sundays and shit like that. Like, Salito, like he didn't have some Sunday joints and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not even thinking about it. So I'll check the schedule. I'll be looking out for his Tito fight, co-main shit. I'll be looking out for Troy Isley, Clarissa Shields, of course, is doing her thing. So I'll check them out so that way, and then like I'll be able to talk to you more about it. But I just peeped that. I'm like, all right, this is a little unique. So we'll see what happens. But at least he's Ayo, Ness, before I go, I saw a tweet that said Eddie was cool with letting Tito go because Tito wasn't trying to take the tougher fights that they was presenting to him. Did you hear anything about that? Is that true or no?
I've only heard that from guys like you to say that. I haven't read or seen anything to say that. Okay. And we've only heard him call out the big names, but maybe it's true. I mean, we would need fucking Eddie.
Yeah. We would need Eddie to know that, so that's fine. So, but all right, Ness, appreciate you, black guy. That's my call.
You the man, champ. Salute. Shout out to Matt, who is in the raffle for the Kenichi Bear headphones. Salute Matt and Mac and Cheese and Al in the Bay with 2 entries. Salute Al. Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. We got Kenzo Philly. What up?
Nice. I'm audio.
Straight.
Hey, bro. I'm convinced, bro. Boots might have fucked one of Mike little bitches, bro. But god damn, he upset with him. I was still talking about, bro, for this thing. But come on, Mike, get that shit up, bro. My man, the new face of boxing, get over it, bro. Get down or lay down, bro. There's no in between, bro. But about the topic, hey, Ness, I was on the manager pool. Hey, what's his name? Rick, Vergil, whatever his manager name is. He said we
Meridian.
don't care about. Yeah, he said we don't care about no Marshalls, Raw's belts. Basically, he calling the belts like at no leverage point. So he's saying he don't care about belts, but I'm pretty sure his fighter care about belts. So they already are not on the same page with that. So like, I don't get him. I guess he's trying to say he don't got no leverage at all because he got. He's fried.
Yeah, he just being a manager.
Nah, he's being a dickhead. Like, bro, you being difficult, bro. You are like, he's really being difficult. He's not even that deep. Like, if you really want, you think, damn, you think his manager wants to fight though, for real? Or you just cashing him out?
I mean, they gotta want to fight, bro. There's no bigger fight for either man.
I mean, offer a bigger fight for Boots, but he retired. So. But and then other callers said this is Boots' only big fight. What other fights Vergil got? That's a big fight. That's
I don't know, man.
if he's the fight. You already broke it down. He don't sell. They making it seem like he's this Canelo Mexican star. Just because he's Mexican don't mean he got a fan base, bro. That is a narrative they trying to create.
Yep.
And like you missed us with that shit, bro. And like you said, Boots took the smaller percentage, bro. So what do you honestly think Vergil's gonna deserve? You don't bring nothing to the table. You don't bring fans. You don't bring nothing. You don't bring no belts. Now you bring an interim title that you're not even forcing a mandatory on. I wonder why they not forcing a mandatory. Can you give me a reason why they're not
I
a
mean,
mandatory on?
because they're negotiating a bigger fight, right? The Boots is the bigger fight. Like Boots said, he's the payday for everybody.
But he's been the interim champ for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm. But he's been negotiating with Boots for how long?
About 7. And like I said, I told you this like last week. This is the Boots Shakur, Canelo Benavidez all over again. We're not gonna get the fight. I'm just trying to keep the show going.
I think we will though, just because the zone is involved. We already seen how they moving.
You think sooner than later or eventually?
I think based off Bozy, I guess not this year. Bozy said they're not fighting him. I mean, he ain't say not this year, but he said they're not fighting him next. So, you gotta consider camps. It don't sound like enough time for Boots to get 2 fights in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially not no Verge fight at the end.
And they funny as hell. They really thought, the contract's agreed upon. Y'all really thought we was gonna fight under the same contract, bro? Like, what drugs do they be on, bro? Like, they crazy. All that shit. Now I want to know what Robert Garcia got to say, because they kept saying, "Oh, it's signed on our contract. It's signed on our side." Yeah, the old contract, bro. What the fuck? Ah, crazy, man. Shout out to you, Nez. You been getting on motherfuckers' asses. I be cracking up. I ain't gonna lie. You said what you said yesterday? I was rolling, Nez. What did he say? Hold up. He said pull up. You said pop out. I said, damn.
Yeah, because they don't never pop out, bro. They don't never pop out. They got so much
And
shit to
everybody know
say.
how
Like,
you talk.
bro,
You
we
you
got
from
we
New
got we got so
Jersey.
many fucking events, and it's like now I'm disrespecting you. Nigga, well, come get disrespected in person to see if I'm changed.
And it's like, bro, that's how you talk. You from Jersey, you a little aggressive, you got that New York, you supposed, you know what I mean? You've been talking like that the whole time. So
That's
like,
what
but
I
now you
said.
now,
Now it's
now you feel
different.
that shit is
And
funny.
I got that gun in the clip. I got that bullet in the clip for his ass. He lucky he ain't come on today, because Eddie already said everything I said last night. This is what I'm saying. These dummies make me upset for no reason, because they lack comprehension and
And
they're
they
lazy.
biased.
But Eddie, I got the clip. That's gonna be my second show, and it's gonna be titled H-Town, You's a Dumb Fuck.
Yeah, shout out to me though. I sent you that whole interview last night. I was like, they ain't doing a topic about this. I was like, dang, great minds think alike. I
Yeah,
sent you the whole joint.
yeah, I seen
Because
it.
he was talking about he was talking about the Zuffa meeting and everything. That shit caught me
Yeah,
off
I
guard.
seen that where
When,
he
when Nick
talking about
Khan, when Nick
Zuffa. He said
and
he
Nick
said
Khan,
Shakur got 8 figures.
and he said, I know what
He
Shakur
said
getting
I know
paid.
what Shakur getting paid. He getting good money. But meanwhile, H-Town saying Devin in a bad place. And the interviewer tried to say the same thing. Is Devin back against the wall? Some shit he said, and Eddie told him, what? Devin is in a great place because Zuffa done rolled out the bank truck for Shakur, and there's no other fighter other than Tank and Devin that can make that fight,
Mm-hmm.
money back. So Devin is in a place where now they got to pay out the wazoo to get him, or the zone got to get him and pay out the wazoo to get him. But stupid ass H-Town, oh, don't call you out your name. Well, don't be stupid.
Yeah, y'all
Y'all let
fans
the
need to do
hate, they
y'all
let the
research.
hatred for a certain fighter dumb
Yep.
them down.
Yeah, like the first caller, what he was arguing with you with, like the back and forth. Like, come on, bro. Like, the shit is not the same as before, bro. You keep talking, oh, it will start off at 45.
Exactly.
Bro,
Why would I
we
start
not
off
in
at
negotiate.
45? Like, bro, Eddie's saying 20%, so they know you getting 30. He said, we're not
Right.
gonna offer you 20. So he's letting you know we're not gonna offer you what you worth. We're not
Right.
gonna do you dirty. But you ain't getting 45. What the fuck is Cliff talking about?
You're not
Crazy.
even getting 40. You're not even getting 40%. We like, I don't know, man. They crazy. And then everybody went to fight in Texas. Like, come on, what right do? Why would Boots go to Texas and Virgil State to defend his title? Come on, bro. Y'all gotta have common sense. I know that y'all like a fighter, bro. Y'all gotta do y'all research. You call it when a fighter in the wrong, bro. This man trying to backdoor his promoters to get the fight. They asked for 12.5 million. That boy don't know, like, he crazy. 12.5 million. A lot of y'all favorite fighters didn't even get that yet in their career. And he tried to get that for one fight with no title. The 3-time intern champion with no title. All right, shout out TVV, man. Everybody else, shout out to all the callers, man. Call in. Keep this day going, man.
Word.
Everybody like and
Shit
subscribe.
about to be
Shout
over
out
though.
Ness. Yeah, I don't see nobody hand raised on this
Mm-hmm.
joint.
It's crazy because we
Yeah,
had a
bro.
lot of callers. That's what it is. We got a lot of callers back to back to back to back. Pretty much,
Yeah.
pretty much everybody touched on it. But
Hey,
hey,
Ness, you
man.
used to do trucking though, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You used to be chiefing still or no?
Hell yeah. I used
Yeah,
to,
because
bro, because you gotta get
I
your
used to use fake
DOT
too.
card. You gotta get your DOT
Yeah,
card. Bro,
yeah.
I had a
That's what I
cousin.
did. Oh, no, I
That
bought my shit
oh, you buy.
at
Hell no,
a
I can't trust that
at a
shit.
smoke shop.
Hell
I
no.
would have went from Philly to Virginia to take a drug test, and I passed it.
Hell no, because I seen people, not seen like personally, but I've had conversations with people that they bought urine and it ends up being a female and get caught.
Yeah, this joint is like a fetish joint. It's called Extreme not Extreme East. It's like Extreme. That's what I use.
So I used to just get my cousin, put it in the Visine bottle, clean the Visine bottle, put it in the Visine bottle, and then
this joint it
tuck
got
that
temperature
shit.
gauges. It got temperature gauges and it come with a heating pad and everything.
Oh, that's
let
dope.
You know
That's dope, cause
Yeah.
I was straight eyeballing it. I was just like, yo, not to get too graphic, but hey, this what this is. You throw that shit up under your nuts, you know what I'm saying?
No, you gotta
and
get
when
the
you
body
get there,
temperature. You gotta put it
when
in
you
the
get
nutsack,
there, that
yeah.
shit right where it need to be, nice and warm.
I put on tights underneath so I could get that extra heat with some nice little tight pants so it don't show the print and all that. It's a little bottle, yeah. I'll be on there. I don't got the job I got now. I had to take a man.
But yo, I did
situation.
all that and honestly, damn, I don't even know what's the name of them spots where I used to have to take the test anymore. It wasn't even that serious. Like nobody come in the bathroom with you or nothing.
Yeah, it's called a Concentra, son. It's like a little clinic.
Yeah, so once
I
I passed the test, once I passed the test, like the first 2 years, bro, I wasn't even worried about that shit. Cause
so with some good companies I go on the road with. I ain't got no experience. I've been on the road for like a month.
I never went on the road, bro. I promise you.
For real?
When I went to school, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," cause I went through some shit and I like traveling. I'm like, at least I'll get to travel in this truck. So my whole goal was to do over the road, but bro, I landed a fucking great job tri-state. So I would only go more than the tri-state. I would do Jersey, Philly,
Northeast region.
A little, not really, because they would send me to PA, deep in PA, and then I would do
like 6-7 hours in there.
I would do like Connecticut. I would do so maybe they gave me like 5 states on the east. But man, it was a blessing, honestly. I went through some shit, and that job helped me buy my first house, bro. The boss, he was throwing me hours, and we was on the books. We didn't have digital, so we was cooking them books.
Oh yeah.
I was getting like 18-hour shifts in.
Yeah, you crazy.
I was getting like 18-hour shifts in, bro. Sometimes they want me to start at 2:30. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Just grinding, bro.
I'm trying to get some experience, man, because they all ain't trying to hire no local drivers. I'm about to go back on the road soon. I just gotta find, but they be trying to do
but that's where you get your experience. Do team for a little while and then start applying.
No, they be a lot of the companies now want hair follicles. You ain't no way around that shit. Feel me? But
oh wow, they asking for hair follicle.
And like me, I'm poppy, bro. I got that Spanish shit, so they want at least 1.5 inches. So,
bro, when I quit,
they grabbed on this underarm. I was like, damn.
When I quit because I thought they was going to drug test me because I had worked for them for like 4 years, no accidents, and every 6 months you get a free day for no accident, like a free paid day, and it rolls over. Bro, that last year, I had 3 accidents in 1 week. I fell asleep at the light and my foot came off the gas and I kissed a lady. It wasn't nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, but you always, the CDL drivers automatically wrong every time.
No. I mean, obviously, I'm a truck. I mean, she literally had nothing. I know people say these words.
Yeah, you give her a bumper tap. Give her a little love tap.
Yeah, it was like, because you hear the brakes, it's air brakes. You're like, oh, shit, boom. But I already hit her. But it wasn't a boom. It was more like a, you know what I'm saying? But that was the first one. So they let me roll like, all right, that ain't really shit, even though we still gonna get fucked because, people.
Yeah, insurance.
Yeah, people are assholes. They want to get paid now. Now she gonna have neck pains and all this shit, bruh. The couple days later in the yard, I start at 6, so I'm punching in like 5:45. It's dark as fuck. I bust a U-turn in my brand new truck because I was one of the good drivers, so they gave me a brand new Starling truck, bro. When I bust the U, I didn't see the I don't even know none of this shit words no more. It's been so long. What the fuck is the the container trailers without the container on it? When it's just the frame and it's black.
The bobtail?
No, the boxes that come on the port. The containers.
Okay. Okay.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
those
yeah,
come
yeah.
off the off the chassis.
The Bob.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
word I'm looking for. Bro, the chassis was there with no
yeah.
container, so I didn't see it because it's black. I took the whole front of my truck off.
Oof.
Brand new truck. Bruh,
Start the
I was
morning.
such a good driver. They sent me to pick up them trucks. I got paid for like a week just to go, drive a truck. Like go with someone to pick up a truck and drive it back. Go back, pick it up. Go back, pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I fucked up that truck, bro. So I never came back. I said, man, they firing my ass. I'm done. And I ain't show up for 4 days. My dispatcher called me like, bro, where the fuck you been at? I'm like, Steve, I thought y'all was gonna get rid of me. And in the back of my head, I'm like, y'all gonna drug test me. There's too many things
Right.
in 1
And
week.
that shit stay on your record for 5 years if you fail one or you refuse one.
So at that point, I'm like, man, what, man? It's either gonna be TBV or go back in this truck. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm taking a chance with the boxing voice because I ain't even know. Like, TBV was always a hobby. I started on Thursdays evening at 7 p.m. and then we started doing Sundays. So when I bought my first house, the what is that shit called? The mortgage is it adjuster or mortgage broker? Whatever, the underwriter is the actual phrase. The underwriter. They the ones check your bank and all the money in and out. And he's like, yo, what is this money from Google you get every month? I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? I didn't even know I was making money off this podcast, bro.
Damn.
I didn't even know. No, it's always been a hobby. That's what I tell these dudes. These dudes that chase this shit for money, y'all gonna be there forever. Because this shit don't pay. It just sneak up on you. You get lucky or you don't. But yeah, that's when I realized that. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, we could probably turn this into something.
Yeah, I'm gonna wind up going on the road eventually. I got kids and shit. I don't be trying
Just
to
do
do all that.
teams
Baby
still.
mama.
I don't know if shit changed, but I remember back in the day you could do teams.
Oh yeah, my man, he just got off probation, so a lot of
Yeah, and
people wasn't trying to hire him.
once you off
Yeah,
that probation, they hire you. But
yeah.
I mean, my company was good. I don't know if they expanded to fucking Philly, but they in Jersey, and that company was good, bro. It's called RPM.
RPM. I think I've seen them before.
The last time, that I remember, they were based out of what city is that? Fuck. Because they moved. They were well, look them up like this: RPM in Bayonne, and then check RPM maybe in Linden is where they moved to. That's where I quit from. But yeah.
How long you was trucking for?
4 years.
4 years. Oh, they
4 years.
They got one in South Plainfield, North, Dumar.
They should have one in Brunswick too. I mean, they got hella offices.
Edison.
Yeah, Edison, that's Brunswick. They got hella offices and warehouses because they have a lot. They do a lot of coffee beans. But they be branching out into other shit. But they haul for the most part coffee. They're a good company. I don't know if anything changed. They're a really good company, man. All the drivers was always happy. They always upgraded their trucks, and they got an on-site mechanic. So you just come in and you write it up like, yo, my shit need an oil change, or this shit. You don't do nothing. That shit was lovely. I first jumped into this thinking, you got that boss mentality. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get my own truck. But I'm nobody's fool. I'm a talker, boy. I would get to every stop and talk to every owner operator. Yo, what's up? Yo, pick his brain. Motherfuckers was spending money every 3 months on tires. Just tires.
Damn. And them tires ain't cheap.
What? I'm like, hold up. Paper to pen.
18 of them.
Exactly. No, well, I don't,
I mean, yeah.
if you got a trailer, But I mean, if you an owner operator, you might want
yeah,
a
you just gotta
trailer.
get the bobtail.
Yeah.
You just want the bobtail. Yeah, but that shit,
WP,
yeah, on the
it
hot
wasn't
shit.
a front. You crazy. You obviously don't know. Coffee is a huge trading thing in the stock market, bro. Coffee, believe me, coffee beans ain't a front. Coffee beans is a lot of money. It's liquid crack. Who doesn't drink coffee? And
I
and
think so.
and
Every
and think
morning.
about it. All the coffee shops that there are outside of the mom and pop shops. Think about all the franchises. There's like a
Dunkin',
thousand
Starbucks.
of them shits. I hear this shit I never even heard of, bro. And the
Wawa.
Dutch boys is popping now, or there's the Dutch brothers. I don't know, but yeah,
You drive
coffee is a
automatic
real
or stick?
business.
You drove automatic or stick?
Hell no, bro. Stick automatic. That's for
Oh,
pussies.
oh no, I ain't never drive stick in my life. Why would I try to drive stick with this big ass truck? That shit
What
dead,
you
bro.
didn't go to school?
I did. They make you, they try to force it on you with the stick shift shit.
So
So
why
like
you
when you
ain't do
parking,
it? That's the time to learn. You
no.
fuck up day transmission.
Listen, I was practicing, I was doing the parking and
But
all
I
that.
always
And
drove stick, bro. My first car
yeah,
was a stick.
I was on the type time like, bro, I don't drive stick. I'm not gonna drive it outside of the trucking. I'm not about to. I got all this responsibility with this big ass truck. I got to be worried about switching gears and all that. Fuck that.
Bro,
Let me.
it's better for
80% of the trucks
hauling.
is automatic though.
But don't get me
Nowadays,
wrong, I did meet an owner operator. He had a beautiful double cab with the bed and
yeah.
shit, and his shit was automatic, and he praised that shit, you know. He said you did have to take it slow on them uphills, but you know, it
But
was
that's what
just
you got the
easier.
Jake brake for though. You got the Jake brake for all that when you go up and down hill.
Yeah,
Cause I
man.
remember when I was in Virginia and PA, that the mountains up there is crazy. West Virginia. I was out there for like a month. I ain't like that shit, but I just, suck it
That's
up,
crazy.
man.
Automatic. That's crazy. It's gonna be harder for you to get a job.
No, 80% of the trucks is automatic nowadays.
Get the fuck out of you. Serious?
Yes, 80. It's cheaper. Oh, no, the
Wow.
stick johns are cheaper. I'm tripping. The stick john because it's less of them. But 80% of the trucks are automatic, bro.
Wow. That's new,
You
man.
know that?
Not, bro. I
Yeah.
haven't driven
Oh yeah,
since
yeah, yeah.
Jesus. I don't even know what year. I would really have to think. I think it was 2011 maybe.
God damn, bro. The fuck,
2013.
you're like,
I think I was driving from 2011 to 2013. I think 2013. Cause I remember, bro. I said this is gonna be my full-time job in 5 years, and I did it in 3.
dang. No, you ran that shit up enough to basically do what you gotta do. They can set yourself up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay, sure. Nah, but I'm
Damn,
gonna
that's
try it,
crazy.
man.
Automatics is killing the game now. That's what's up, though. It's better for y'all. All that fucking
Yeah.
shifting and shit.
Yeah, but that shit used to crack my leg up and everything, bro. And I'm
Nah,
parking
you
and this shit
wildin'. That's cause
paralyzed.
you don't know. Cause once you in gear, you don't need to do nothing with your legs.
When you pressing the clutch and all that,
That's it. But once you put the stick
that's what I
in,
was getting, man. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this shit's frustrating. I'm like, yo, put me in the automatic, bro. What are y'all doing? I started snapping. I said, bro, y'all tripping. Then they forced my man to do it. He passed it, but he was stalling. He almost stalled down at the end of his test. But you stall out, that's automatic failure too. I was like, man, I ain't going through all that, bro. Just put me in there automatic, like a car.
nah, it sounds like it's a lot easier. I'm gonna have to now I'm gonna make that a question to all my truck drivers. I'm asking, you in a stick or you in an auto?
Yeah, watch. If they work for a company, bro, most of them gonna be, like, especially the bigger company, they all automatic.
Yeah.
Like, I was at Western Express. You ever heard of them?
Western Express. What color is they trucks? Is it green and
White and black. It's white truck
nah.
and black lettering. Bro,
Nah,
they
you
they
know
they
who's
they
good?
the
Is
lowest
JBL
bill.
still good? You looking for a job? Are they still good? They was high paying. The one with the yellow logo?
JBL?
Is it
JB
JBL or
Hunt?
JB Hunt? JB Hunt.
Yeah, I think they do Hollywood if I ain't mistaken.
Oh, damn. You trying to duck
Or
that. You might have to quit,
Yeah.
champ. You gonna have to quit and then like learn
But
their system.
that should take months though. Cause I asked even a doctor. They said for like if you got blonde hair and shit, they said take like 3 months. I mean, or like 2 months. They said if you got black or brown hair, that should take like it take longer, probably 6 months.
So
And
why
that
you
shit is
don't
like, bro,
apply for? I mean, why you don't apply for a box truck? You ain't got no fucking clutch skill anyway.
you funny as shit. Now I definitely going. I'm definitely about this. Cause I'm right now. I want FedEx that shit, bro.
Oh, you with
Feel me?
FedEx?
Yeah, the box are not the CDL drawings though. But I started doing
Nah,
DLC
stay
and
there,
all that.
bro. My uncle he finished his career with them. They actually do really well for you, bro.
No, yeah, I was trying to work for them and then work my way and see if I could. Yo,
And
I got my CDL.
UPS
What's
too.
up?
I got I don't know what's that called. My sister, my wife's sister's husband, he's high up in UPS as a driver. What I mean by high up is like been working there for fucking ever. And he drives and he does well too.
Yeah, but this shit a burnout, bro. That packages and all that. I gotta put my CDL to use.
No, no,
You
no,
know?
no, no, no. He don't. He is in a CDL. He don't. He isn't a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he worked for UPS and he haul. You don't gotta unload. I don't
On the
think.
road?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not over the road. He home every night, but he works for
he
UPS in the
local.
18 wheeler.
Damn, that's dirty, man.
I gotta ask my
Yeah,
wife again because I don't be getting involved. Maybe he not over. I think he is home every night because they talk about how he sleep a lot.
Man, I ain't got no record. My record clean. No accidents. No tickets. I ain't got no. I got a gun license. And my shit clean.
Hey man, you
Feel
gotta
me?
just keep applying, man. Keep applying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, bro.
we got JP that sent 25 for the raffle. But Champ is only 15, so you might as well send another 5 and get 2 tickets. Put your name down. But yeah. We are doing a Kenichi beer raffle for anybody that wants to partake. They the black set, detachable, attachable mic. Make it better when you call in. Get that good audio quality. We got a couple super chats we got to get to as well. Looks like we last stopped off at Dr. Obi. We got to that. It's Rock Lee. We got to that. And also Wilson. Matt says TBV, $2. Y'all think EJ will take the PR knee like Danny? Damn.
Crazy,
I
bro.
hope not. I don't know. Was he on the knee with the Crawford fight?
No. He got dropped on his ass with the jab, then the hook twice. All right. In the 7th round, got caught with that hook, and then the ref stopped it in the 9th.
Damn.
Yeah, shout out to you, Nash. Callers, call in, man.
Hey,
Yo,
man, I'm
what's the
going to
word?
put the word out, too, man. Anybody in that East Coast area, man, we all driving, and we all work for a company. If you know somebody, help
What's the boy name?
Kenzo out.
What's the boy name that he be coming in popping and he got his own trucking business?
Ooh, and he needs somebody. I don't know if he's ready to hire.
He was arguing with Mike.
I'm
gonna talk. Arguing with Mike all the time.
No. I know who you're talking about, but I'm gonna talk to him on the side because I got his number, and I know he needs somebody, but I don't know if he's ready to hire. Meaning, like he's overworked. I be hearing him complain, but I don't know if he's ready to put nobody in his truck. Because my best friend, he had 2 car haulers, and somebody crashed, man. They flipped that shit over. So, you end up paying. You want to be a boss, but you got to pay like a boss, too, when motherfuckers fuck up.
Pay the boss.
Yeah, man.
They ain't lying when they said that shit. I definitely appreciate it, man.
For sure. Champ. But, yeah, I know exactly who you talking about. And you know who he talking about. You know who you are. So text me, man. Reveal yourself. I wonder if he is ready to hire. Because he definitely be complaining like he be smoked. They be having him working. Uh-oh, I got that message from the wife. She ready for the beach, man. So y'all better do y'all thing or we out. Tito La Voz, what up?
Hey, buenos dias.
What's good?
Man, so we're talking hey, you know what? Sometimes UK fans, I mean, I need y'all to tap in right quick, man, cuz do y'all think that on the Cockney accent too hard, man? Let me know.
What you
Cuz he's
broke
talking
up? Do
real
y'all think
slow,
what?
man.
You
But
breaking up? You breaking
I'm
up?
talking about what's the name? That oh shit. How I sound? Am I still fucked up?
Now okay.
Okay, cuz I'm driving again. So Eddie Hearn, man, do the UK fans think that he putting the Cockney accent on a little too thick, man? Because I think sometimes he'd be over exaggerating just a teensy bit. But anyways, we talking about that, right? That interview with Fight Hub and all that.
Yes.
All right. So I mean, I thought, listen, and look, shout out to the callers, man. Even the ones that be on some dumb shit. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, man. You know, I couldn't call in for the first I don't know how many years because I didn't know how to, and then for the next 4 or 5 is because I was soaking up game. Right? You got to listen when people that have been doing this longer than you have are talking, right? Because I thought, and I 1,000% agree with you, Ness. He has all the leverage. Boots has all the leverage. Like it's a different deal now because it's a different world now, right? And people don't take into account, and it's not their fault. The most they've ever negotiated is probably a car, a skateboard, a bike. You feel me? But there other factors come into negotiate. Who has the leverage, right? I've said it before. The strongest person in negotiation is a person that can walk away. Time unified champion or the guy who has been getting Reggie belts his whole career, right? Like taking that into account. I mean, I hope bro still listening, man, because you will get smarter listening to this fucking show. You will know boxing on a level higher than a casual if you listen to this show. You got to listen though. You can't be out here just trying to like express your feelings all the damn time. You got to soak up some game, man. You got to soak up some game. So yeah, I completely agree. And I think I heard Eddie say that they're not gonna 80-20 him, that they ain't doing all that, that they ain't like that. They might give him they might start out with a higher number, right? And what else did I miss, Ness? Because I've been in and out the whole time. I've been stupid busy this morning.
Hold on before I lose my thought. Kenzo, you getting real lucky, man. That's why this community is the best, man. That's why I be trying to get rid of the weirdos that we got, because we don't need them. I sent you a message already from one person offering you help, and I got another guy in Philly, owner operator, that said, give him your number so he can hit you up and help you with some direction. He got a 2020 automatic Mac. So, boom. Supermax, I sent you a DM already on there. Supermax sent you a link for work in the East Coast. And once you send me a message back with your number, I'll send it to Trev, excuse me, who's in your city. You feel me? Because we a real community, man. Not these weirdos that be fucking weird, man. Just clonk you in the head with a bat. What up, Tito?
Man, shout out to you for playing Laline. That's probably one of the more what you call it satisfying parts of my job too is linking people up, making connections, and changing people's lives, man. But yeah, no, I was saying what else did I miss in that interview? Because when I saw it, I thought I heard Eddie Hearn say he's not gonna 80-20 Vergil.
Yeah, he did say
That he
that.
gonna come with something a little more fair than that.
Yeah, he did say that, but he's telling you he's not gonna 80-20 you because he's letting you know we can 80-20 you.
Yeah, exactly. And that was my point. Like with leverage. I mean, y'all get familiar with this. I'm talking to the community, right? The guys that don't know. Everyone that hasn't negotiated for more than just a vehicle, right? Like there's leverage. The strongest position in a negotiation is the one that can walk away. And like I said before, Boots is the one that's a 2-time unified champion, and Vergil is the guy that has only won Reggie belts. Straight up interims. Now I'm not saying it's not nothing, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough to walk away and still be golden. So they should consider themselves lucky that they're even getting looked at by Boots because of Fundora, because of, hey, did Lewis Crocker lose his belt or not?
Yeah, it's a bottle.
Oh shit. So now they got so now it's Spotto, right? Now it's another factor. And that was recently, right?
Yeah, like last
That just
week or
happened. All right,
something.
my bad.
Yeah.
UK boxing is a lot like Nevada football, man. Ain't even on the radar. But but so he should be considered lucky that he's even getting spoken to or is in the conversation, bro, because he still got a lot of rebuilding to do after he done shot himself in the foot trying to sue his promoter or his manager. You know what I mean? Um, karma's the motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, to the community, I would say, man, hold your center and don't be going off on the rails. Listen, two of holding the damn shovel my damn self, right? I still stand on what I was saying, but because I think I'm right, and I think I was proven right, but listen a little bit, man, because there's people in here smarter than you on a boxing level. So just listen, and don't let your pride get in the way, man. That's my call. Make some room for the rest of the callers, Ness. Peace.
You the man, champ. Super mix.
Yo, yo.
What up?
Yeah, with Virgil, man, I don't know, Ness. I've never seen what everybody sees in Virgil. I'm from Texas and all, and there, like when he fought at the Dickies Arena. There wasn't a whole lot of buzz. I mean, so for Bozy and him to say, "Now you're at the back of the line," I kind of don't blame him, man. It's like, you're not a world champion. You've blown through what 2, 3 weight classes already without a world title. I don't know. I've never just seen it. You know what I mean? Nothing against Virgil. Just I've never seen him being like this top guy that everybody thinks of. He's a name, but a name off of what? So I don't blame Bodie for that. I don't blame Booth for it. Virgil Smart, he'll go take a shot at Josh Kelly. But I think you're right, Nance. I think they're gonna do the Caleb Plant route with him and leave him to be the last title to pick up. I think you hit that spot on the head. But yeah, who what was that person's name too? Looking for work?
Kenya.
And yeah, Kenya, man. Yeah, I sent Ness the link. System Transport. They're based out of Washington, but they have routes like I run the Texas route. They got an East Coast route. If you don't mind being on the road during the week, like it's a home weekly job. You know what I'm saying? Like you get home Friday evening, and you leave out Monday morning. So you're pretty much just working the work week, and then you can do OTR if you want, but I've seen that they hire some guys fresh out of school, so I don't know how much experience he said he had. Depending on how much experience he has, how long he had to train, and it's flatbedding, so it keeps you a little active. You're not just dropping hooks sitting in the truck all day. But Ness, I didn't realize it's been that long since you've been driving, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
I know you've been out the truck for a minute, but I didn't realize it's been that long.
I mean, if I'm off, now maybe could it be 2015, which I doubt. I doubt.
No, there's no way because I was listening. I was listening in 2013, and I don't think you were driving trucks at all at that point, unless you.
Maybe
Well, I mean,
at the end of the year, or maybe the beginning of 2014. But I feel like I know for a
because I remember.
fact that it was 3 years instead of the 5 that I projected.
Yeah, because when I came along, you were doing. It was during the Broner and Polly girlfriend thing when you interviewed the girlfriend, and
What year was
I
that?
didn't get the hint that you were 2013.
But wasn't that the same
I never got.
year of Danny and Judah? Because I was working for Danny and Judah. But that's what I'm saying. Could
I
have
think
been
it
that.
was the year
It could have been
afterwards.
the year. It could have been after that, like towards the end or
Yeah,
whatever.
it had to be after that because remember, Paulie and Zab fought the week before Broner and Madonna. Remember they had that was that year. 2013 was that good year that we closed out the year with like 4 straight cards. Uh, I think Thurman was on one, and then Zab and Paulie were on one, and then it was the big one was Broner and Madonna. But anyways, that was around the time that I started listening. Because I remember you interviewing her, and then I remember you getting clowned on by Robert in San Antonio. So at the time, I don't recall you being a truck driver, but I mean, it goes to show what happens when you put the effort in, like you said.
Nah,
You
for
set a
San
goal and
Antonio,
you
for
beat it.
Broner,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I was working
Do you still
then.
have your CDL or did you let it go?
I let it go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't see no reason for you to
no,
need it no more. But
my wife used to be like, "Oh, don't let it go." I'm like, "What?" Then I'm gonna have a crutch.
yeah.
You know? Nah, then you got a reason
Yeah.
to
That's
fail.
what a lot of guys do. Yeah,
Nah,
they start a business, but they never let it go, and then they just,
nah.
yeah.
I kept my motorcycle
And
endorsement. I ain't never doing that test again.
you definitely was an old driver because man, I don't think anybody has paper logs no more. I think it's all electronic. And he's right though, man. Most companies. The only thing though, Ness, is like a lot of guys I've seen that have that automatic endorsement. They still can't get hired because they want you to have the ability. Because if they got like an older truck, they need you to go run.
Damn,
Well, then
bro.
you can't run it. You know what
This
I'm
is
saying? So
crazy, bro.
it's
This is why people get upset because you know
uh
it just feels like white privilege. It's like and people gonna say that this is ignorance coming from me, and maybe it is. Ignorance isn't a bad thing. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge. And stay on for a minute because you watch the UFC, but Dana White is on CNBC talking Zuffa fucking boxing. Like, how
oh
is
yeah,
this
dude.
possible, bro? Like, yo, what did
You
Oscar
gotta
do wrong?
understand.
What did
It,
Eddie
it's
do wrong? What did
it's
Bob do
it's not even
wrong?
that. It's not even that. See, because the thing is, everybody looks at Turkey, but Ari Emanuel is really like he's a big part, a big player of TKO, and he's like one of the biggest people I think in the entertainment industry. You know, he's like the Rock's manager. Like Ari Emanuel is the you don't hear the name a lot, but he's really the biggest player out of all. He's bigger than Turkey, Nick Khan. He's got so much pull because he's just connected with everywhere. He's the to use a wrestling reference for all my wrestling fans. He's the final boss of TKO. Like that. At the end of the day, Ari Emanuel is the head honcho. That's where all that comes from. That's like, and that's where we're getting a little
Look,
fucked
I'm
on the
not
boxing
mad.
aspect
I'm
of it.
not mad. I don't want that to come off like I'm mad because I used the phrase white privilege. I just don't get how no other promoter has
Yeah,
been able to do this. I'm happy that
they
he is in position to grow this sport because that's what he's doing. By putting Shakur on
yeah.
all the places that he put him, by being on all these channels that he's on, this is
It's the
crazy.
tradition. See, and that's
Like
the thing though, right?
I'm
Is it's
screen sharing this. This is insane. We've never had this as a sport, and
well,
this is
Ness,
sad.
that's the problem. That's the problem. Is the modern day promoters aren't what people give a lot of shit to Don King for some of the things he did, as far as paperwork. But bro, Don King was everywhere. And I mean,
Man, bro,
you
that's
were
crazy.
growing up in that era. I'm sure even though you weren't a big boxing fan, you knew exactly who Don King was. You could see him anywhere and everywhere. These
Wow.
promoters nowadays, they don't that their job is to promote. You know what I mean? That's a big lost art in the
No,
promotion game.
that you couldn't have said something, better, bro. Their job is to promote, and this man is showing you what promoting is. It's sad to say he's kicking their ass. He's
Oh,
kicking
he
their
is.
ass from a
He
publicity
he
standpoint. He's giving his fighters way more than any other promoter is doing,
yeah.
and from
And
a
Dana
from a
White,
brand
Ness,
standpoint, he's highlighting his brand to the
yeah,
fullest.
you put it everywhere.
It's sad
It's like
and
you right when you,
beautiful. It's
but it's
bittersweet because it's like, why did it take him? But it's like, thank you to him for trying to save us.
yeah. Look, man. At the other day, because I don't really consider. I mean, I know we know Bob's there, but I feel like it's Todd now, right? Todd's kind of taking the reins. He's got to step up.
Damn,
Um,
bro, that's
Oscar's got to
crazy.
step up. Eddie was doing a good job of it when he first came to the States. Do you remember that? He was kind of
Mm-hmm.
every kind of
Yeah, but he
gotten
took that
comfortable.
hit.
That's
If he
complacency.
wouldn't have took the hit with AJ, if AJ would have won in Madison Square Garden versus Andy, it'd be a different world. You know, Matchroom
Yeah,
USA would be bigger,
pe-
and
people don't realize
Eddie
the
would
effect
be
it had on the industry.
not on
Because
the
the
industry
zone,
alone, but on the zone and their plans, Eddie and
that's what I'm
his
saying though.
Matchroom USA plans.
Because then Canelo was jumping around. AJ took the loss and looked, not so great. Then you had Fury and Wilder fighting out the zone, and then all of a sudden the zone's prices went up because there was nothing really worth the buy in the zone. I think what we all it's crazy when you hear about the zone ultimate and how much people are paying. When Ness, do you remember it was what I think me and you got in for
883.
like $6 a month or something like yeah, $7 a
883.
month.
883 was the first lowest price they ever had.
And remember, we got grandfathered in for that for like 2 years, and they started
Yep.
running it up
2 or
on us.
3 years. Then
I
they
haven't had
then
the
they
zone
then
in
they took
3 or
us
4
off.
years now.
Damn.
It's yeah, it's just one of those things. But it's up to the promoters though. Ness, like you can't just talk about fights on fight week or you don't see that's what I'm saying. Like you don't see Eddie Hearn on something that's not boxing related. Even try, you know. Man, Eddie used to, or even just be on the podcast. Man, you used to have Bob on. You had Eddie on before. Have you ever had Oscar other than Radio Row?
I don't know, bro.
I know he was on the Radio Row once when y'all did Triple G Canelo. But that's what I mean, though. Not like when is it like, and how hard is it nowadays for you to get an Eddie, for you to get a Bob or a Todd?
Super hard.
I mean, like they used to be, and it's like they're taking it for granted. That was the problem with the zone and ring too. Ness like last year when I covered the Bam fight, right? Remember I was talking to you, man. We couldn't get Bam or Eddie, but we could get everybody else, and it was like, well, man, that's what the people want to hear, and they're like exclusive to the network and the network social media channels.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that hurts the branding because what if like I said, I was a fan of Broner and I stumbled on your channel all those years ago just because I had seen the press conference of the girlfriend thing. And then there's this tall dude with this random girl interviewing her, asking her, if it's true and stuff. And, you isolate yourself, in a social media world, you put yourself only on Ring branded, the Zone branded or Matchroom branded. It's like, man, these are the people that built you. Like, I think you look at Robert, right? How big did Robert blow up off of Ellie's videos, Ness? And people give Ellie a lot of shit nowadays, but Ellie was the man, Ness. I mean, you remember you gave him an award. People don't realize because he's off the wall and goofy now, but Ellie was like the man in boxing media for a while, and
I mean, I think
that's
he's
the problem too.
think he's exactly the award that we gave him. He's the pioneer.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean,
he was the
really,
first one doing it.
Yeah,
and he did it with basketball too. He started in basketball.
He had Kobe.
He had
Kobe
bro.
at one point.
Yeah, man, got to get that man his respect.
Ellie, he went off the rails a little bit, but he was one. Like I said, you started finding Ellie, you started finding fight hype. Like I said, and then you took it. You took the blueprint and added to it, right? Because you were as far as I remember, you were really the first big show that was a podcast form.
Yeah.
Where you would get people on and they would interview. And you talking about names that have been on this show. All the names people want on the show is so funny. They've actually probably already been on here at some point or the other.
Oh yeah.
I think outside of like Floyd and Canelo, I think that's pretty much you've had them all pretty damn close at least.
Yeah.
So that's the problem though, is these promoters have, I don't know if it's part of their network deals, because like this other podcast I listen to is wrestling, right? Where when these wrestlers, they go sign with like WWE and now they can't do independent podcasts. They're doing only TKO branded podcasts now.
That sucks.
And it's hurting the market, you know what I mean? And it kind of makes you wonder, is that kind of the deal that these promoters have with the networks? Like, okay, you're on the Zone. We only want you doing the Zone related social media.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what hurts them. But Hey, man, shout out to
But the
Dana. Let's
fighters
see what
do
he can
that
do with it.
themselves, man. The fighters do that themselves. Um,
The fighters do too, man. They get sensitive. I mean, we've had.
Max, I'm gonna
I've
have to
been
put
in the
a
background.
song on and run to this bathroom, or you gonna have to hold it down. What you gonna do?
I can hold it down. Let me look at the comments too. I got you. I ain't got nothing but time to kill. So yeah, man. These fighters these days, guys, you have no idea. Like with Ness, it's funny. When he says these fighters get in their feelings, y'all, it's no joke, man. I've been in the background with Ness for close to 10 years now, and the toughest guys you think on the in the ring are the most sensitive, man. I've seen guys, um, cut Ness off and quit coming on the show for, misspelling not misspelling, but like not calling the nickname they just came out with, or we can't. Oh, they don't like. We don't like this. One of your co-hosts because he picked against me, or Ness picked against him. It, it's been one of those things, y'all. Uh, eh, I was on Arrow. I'm an Errol Spence fan, and he used to come on, and Ness used to get him all the time until the Mikey Garcia fight. That's a true story. Ness said the fight shouldn't be pay-per-view, and screenshots are there where it was like, man, y'all down in the fight, and it's like they nobody these days listens to context. So in the context of what Ness was saying was, it's not a pay-per-view because Mikey didn't really shouldn't have stood a chance with Arrow, right? Coming up 2 weight classes, and it was almost like a predetermined outcome, right? Like Arrow was gonna run through him, and that was a huge deal. Um, the Wilder incident, when I don't know if any of y'all were here. The Wilder incident was crazy.
What we talking about?
I was just talking about how sensitive, like, 'cause you brought up how the fighters do themselves, and I was like, it's about how sensitive they get as well, and that's like,
yeah.
You know how Arrow got sensitive on you, because I think, what was it? The editor didn't put undisputed on one of the posts, and he canceled
Yeah.
the interview, and
Canceled the
he
interview
threw a
because
fit.
we didn't say undisputed because we said unified.
And then like there's fighters Ness, right, that I've been, like I told him, I've been in the background with you for years, which like let's just say Mario, for example, he was on the show. Oh, your co-host hates on me. I'm not coming on the show because he
Yeah.
picked against me. And it's like, well, we can just
I
not put
mean,
Mario on
I
the show.
mean,
Nah, I don't fuck with y'all.
I mean, Devin just did that. I was supposed to get a Devin interview, and because of tone, I couldn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. You had Bomac and Tone kind of had their little back and forth.
Yeah.
It's just funny how it's like people don't really know, and it's like, because I think a lot of people be like, that's bullshit, but it's like, nah, bro, these fighters are really like extra.
Divas.
And it's always when they get to the top level, right? Like when they
Yeah.
first
When they
starting
don't
out,
need you
they
no
want to
more.
be on.
That's when it is. When they don't need you.
They want to be on every week. Hey, how come you haven't asked me to be on
Yeah.
again? Can I get on again? And then it's like, boom, you get a world title fight. We might get you one more time.
Yeah, you probably get them to come on and hit everybody with that. I told you I was gonna be a world champ. I told y'all, then it's over. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times once you
As soon
become
as
a
they
world
start telling
champ,
you,
you start becoming a millionaire. Most of them, or at
and,
least half a
and
mil.
it's usually then, right, Ness, you start it starts being, oh, let me give you my manager's
Yeah.
info, and
Oh,
once that happens,
contact my publicist. It's like, what? Publicist?
yeah.
Dog, I've been
Once
DMing
that
you
happens,
forever. Now you talking about publicist.
yeah. I mean, even look at Keith, man. Remember Keith got mad at you. You still rode for Keith even after he got mad at you. But
oh yeah,
you can't tell the truth in the boxing media game.
Nope. They don't like the truth, fams. They don't like the truth.
But that's all I got for you, Ness. I'm finna get ready to get on this flight, man. Just wanted to keep the show going a little bit. But yeah, Kenyo, if you're looking for a home weekly type of job, I sit next to the link, and if you need my information, I can help refer you. It's a pretty good company, man. I was local for Ness, like 6-7 years. I just recently came back on the road, and it's been treating me well. So Yeah, get with Ness if you got any questions, or like I said, that guy that's local, man. Whatever help you need, or anybody, if you trying to get some experience, man, I can help point you in the right direction. That's all I got for now, champ.
All right, you the man. Champ. If you're looking to call in, Discord is available. But now is the time. We're not dragging the feet. I'm about to hit this beach and enjoy life. You know, stop at this post office, drop off a few packages for the people out here getting right, and then it's on. Uh-oh, we got a caller. Prolonging. What up?
Yeah, Ness, can you hear me?
I hear you, champ.
Yeah, I text you to keep Max on.
Oh, I'm not in front of the computer. I'm walking around.
Nah, man, but Max get misplaced sometime. You know, like talk about fighters are very sensitive and emotional, and I know y'all sit there and say that a lot. But you gotta think about it. They're humans just like us. And that's certain people could tell you certain stuff that would trigger you, and you'll go off on them when they call it topic. That's the same thing with fighters, bro. You gotta understand. Some of the times, some of your callers, some of your co-hosts, like I just heard you say, Devin ain't won't come on because of Tone. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
think about it. Tone been bashing him for years. So why Devin won't come on and listen to that or deal with somebody fake?
Because I've been promoting Devin for years. So you don't
Yeah,
not come on,
let me finish. Let
you
me finish
know,
though, Nash. Let me
for
finish. Let me
me,
finish though.
you just
No, no,
come
no. But you
on
know, no. But this is how it's
don't
looked
even
at.
talk to Tone then.
This is how it's looked at though, Ness. You might been promoting it, but you know, you got people bashing him for years. Like, bro, you got a co-host. So you gotta understand these are human beings just like you. They won't fuck with nobody fake, even though you promote me and then you got your mans over there talking about me. I'm just telling you how fighters think, bro. And I would think the
But
same fucking way.
that's what I'm saying, JT. We all understand the other side. We understand that. But they're supposed to be bigger than that, because
They
you
big.
are in the limelight. Your job is to be scrutinized. You're in a job where it's either win or lose. So you're that's what you're gonna get. And actors get it as well. It's called critique. Rotten Tomatoes rates movies. People, we had the Source doing music. Like, this is nothing new. Fighters are sensitive. You are
Hey,
defending them
actors
because
don't
you
get it
have
like fighters.
fighters and you're a coach. So you're defending that angle because you're in that bubble. But from the outside, you guys
You
are
know why I'm
sensitive.
defending it on Ness? But you damn right. Just like y'all fucking sensitive too. Ness, you a sensitive dude. Like, bro, you don't get. They do the same thing that now human beings
But
do.
champ, look
Now
at what you're
y'all look
doing
at them.
now.
Y'all
Look at
put
what
them
you're
at a
doing now,
higher level, bro.
JT. Look at
What I'm
what
doing, Ness?
you doing. You doing, he's doing it too. Y'all doing it too, so we can do it too. No, that's not how this works. I am
No,
not a
y'all put
fighter.
you put fighters on a high. I know. I guess it's on a total bowl. You put them as a high in human race. I don't know what it is, but you got to understand. They think just like a normal person do. Just like you will want to be ridiculed and talked about, bashed on. Eventually, you'll get frustrated and you'll get
But
pissed off. We've seen it happen all the time.
but
It's
you
the same thing
but
with a fighter, though, bro.
that's not true though. That's not true. People make videos about me. Bro, I've been doing this for 15 years. People have made all types of disgusting videos about me. You think I still wake up every day and give you the best? Cause guess what? I don't give a fuck. Just like the fighters should not give a fuck. But
But they still do. They still.
that's why Raymond Ford looks stupid. Because he's a millionaire gangbanger telling me about hood and shoot 'em up, bang bang. That's idiotic ignorance talk. You're rich. You lost. And all I did was
Okay.
say what I seen in the fight. And you talking about the
Hey,
street
look.
and guns. That's idiotic talk. That's
But
sensitive
of
talk.
course,
That's
that's
emotional
cool.
talk from
Yes,
emotional fighters that you're
of course,
defending.
that's idiotic, bro. I'm not defending all the fighters because I'm not saying all fighters right. But if somebody don't won't come over here and do an interview because you messed up undisputed or unified and you messed up, now that's some asshole shit, and I agree with that. But I've been on this show for years, Ness, and I watch y'all bash fighters after fighters, and I'm like, man, who would want to deal with this shit?
Just because you defending him, you got another co-host to keep bashing. That's not enough. And that's
But
Devin
that
Haney.
is enough. That is enough. You see, that's what you
To
don't
you,
get. That's what you
on your
don't get.
side, though, Ness.
That is enough. It's called both sides of the coin. But you see, you and most fighters want a echo chamber where people are just sucking your dick. It doesn't happen in the real life. It
Hold on.
don't
We don't,
happen
nah,
in real life. In real life,
Ness.
you're going to
You
get
take it a little too
ridiculed.
far, bro.
In real life, you're going to get ridiculed. You either doing something good and we praise you, or you're doing something bad and we talk about you. It happens to me. It happens to you. It happens to you at work. You get
Okay, well, Ness,
promoted. You get a
I guess
raise
you
if
like,
you're doing good,
guess you
and
like
you
being
get fired
verbal.
if you're not.
Oh, look, you saying this. You must like when callers suck your dick when they call in, because that's the ones you keep on longer and all that. So it's the same
Well, then
fucking
let me
thing, though,
hang up
bro.
on you
You
since
whooping
I
that
kept
and
you
doing
on
all that.
long then. Since I don't want them to think you're sucking my dick. I kept you on too long. See what I'm saying about the stupidity? Nest GTO, gotta go. Oh, let me check these super chats. Leonard Sterling. Boots clocking up champs under Matchroom. Signed with Matchroom with Lipinietz, WBC. And Van Heerden, IBO. Now Avanesian, WBA. Stanionis, WBA. Lima, IBO. Zayas, WBA, WBO. Leonard Sterling back with another 2. Correction, Lipinietz, former IBF champion. Back with another 5-pounder. Hearn claimed mutual agreed to part, would not accept fight offers. Matchroom not happy with fights. Tito team put forward. Tito wanted crazy money for Keyshawn. Back with another 5. Meridian killing the fight. Posted on IG a few hours ago, Boots can get 1% more for his little play belts. It's crazy posts. Yeah, of course. He's a manager, bro. He's a manager. So, he's trying to get his fighter the most money, but he's going to ruin the fight. He's going to ruin the fight for Vergil, because we already know he ruined the fight. Remember that's what Oscar told us. He called Rick crazy. He's suing Rick. He said he won't call Rick. Rick is on the social media saying, Oscar, call me. Call me. Let's work this out. So we know who's the issue, but that's Vergil's job. At the end of the day, Rick works for Vergil. He needs to tell Vergil needs to tell Rick, yo, fall back. You fucking this shit up. You acting like there's a bunch of more boots around here. This ain't the Keith Thurman, Porter, Crawford, Earl era. You don't got that. So I don't know what they doing over there, but it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. The zone ain't gonna let that shit go on. They at the table. I'm putting the clock on. Sorry for. Oh shit, Nas, my bad. That was an accident. I'm putting the clock on. Got the beach to 10.
What's up, Ness? How you, bro?
I'm good.
I got you. I'm gonna send my pound either way because motherfuckers talking crazy. So I'm gonna send my pound to talk my shit. Cause yeah. Anyway, man, thanks for the topic. Um, yo, man, I've been noticing, man. Every time you talk about this boot shit, man. These motherfuckers be getting over here pissing you off. You be yelling and shit, man. Stay cool, man. It's gonna be a long era. You can't be up here yelling on barking on all these motherfuckers, man. What you tell me? Raising your cortisol and all that, man. Stay cool, man.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. It's like every day, some weird shit.
Hey, listen, it's gonna be a while for motherfuckers realize, man. This boot era is gonna be tough. And Devin Haney shot the fuck out, man. Cause this is the Haney voice. Yo, motherfuckers be going everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Except fucking with the people who support them, where they could get their truths off. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Haney shout out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta get on here and what Bomac did with Tone, he came up here and said what he said, and that's how it should be. You can come here and you can address shit. You feel me? And address motherfuckers. So, this ain't this ain't like what they say, legacy media where motherfuckers reading off cue cards. Motherfuckers be going 8 hours over this joint. If you want to get on here and talk your shit, man, get on here and talk your shit. I just don't get it. But as far as the deal, listen, it is what it is. Y'all want just like Devin Haney, right? Y'all want people to take concessions on these fights, and then when they do, motherfuckers still don't want to make the fight. Yo, what Boots got? And I keep saying it. What Boots got to do to make this fight happen? They always say, "Well, Boots make the fight. Boots make the fight." Boots was trying to take short money to make the fight. What did he's giving him a voluntary shot at 2 belts. And then he still got to take short money. It don't make no sense. What he got to do to make the fight? They just gotta put it in black and white, send an offer like they said. Because at this point, every time we give you an offer, it's some bullshit. So how about y'all send an offer and we start from there? You know what I'm saying? And these dudes, not only is the motherfucking fighter sensitive, yo, Rick Meridian fucking blocked me on Twitter. I got less than a fucking 100 followers on Twitter, but you know what? That true fucking hurt. He's the worst manager in boxing. Worst manager in boxing. If you wanted, well, I don't know how you want to look at it because he made this man Vergil a millionaire, or I don't know who to get a credit to, him or Oscar. He made him a millionaire without, and I got the file, without having belts. He's getting a crazy amount of money, you know what I'm saying, without belts. So it's just time for him to step up, man, or go to Zuffa, go to fuck the Zuffa or something, bro. Just get in the ring because I mean, he do got a little Mexican style. He is interesting to watch, right? I mean, he is fun to watch. So just get back in the ring. If you don't want to fight Boots, stop bringing this fucking name up. Just do something different. Go get a belt. Do something different. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see the fight. Not that it's high on my list because I'd rather see legacy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Vergil, in my opinion, represents a legacy fight. He has nothing. He represents nothing. But the people want to see the fight. So if the people want to see it, I think more people should be on Vergil end to make a big fight because I don't think will be Boots' biggest fight of his career. But I think it's a high chance that Boots, like you said, this is going to be Vergil's biggest fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think Boots is going to go on to have, way bigger fights. So Vergil, people that believe in Vergil and his fan base need to, get this shit done. I ain't really catch all the show to speak on a lot of other things, but I think Eddie Hearn been doing this thing, and he gonna continue to get Boots, move Boots in a way that secure legacy. Ever since he got with Eddie, he been doing this thing with the legacy. And just trying to keep the show going. Call late, and thanks for the topic. I'm gonna send my I'm gonna Apple Pay that shit. But good looking, Ness. Keep doing your thing, man.
You the man, champ. You the man. Last call, last call. We got Supermax, $5. Who had the best Why I Left TBV video? Y'all comment. Yas, but Ness, I want to hear your favorite one. And yes, JT, fighters are very sensitive. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. I never watched anybody's Why I Left TBV video. I don't give a fuck, man. You's a cornball doing a video about another man to explain your side to who? I don't be doing explanations, bro. Like, it is what it is. To each his own. That's just not my thing. I'm not a rapper. I don't do diss tracks. Stock Chasers, what up?
That's what's good.
What up?
Ain't shit, man. Ain't shit. I'm gonna be quick with it though. Yo, so now because I'm going back and forth, man, in the chat, bro, and it's like you see how you say Ness. Maybe I'm coming from a point of not knowing, which is fine, right? But then you got motherfuckers in the chat that just want to be saying dumb shit that makes no fucking sense. Like, bro, before you start talking shit that, oh, Zuffa don't have a good standing, oh, Zuffa is, they're dependent on, like, just saying the dumb shit, you easily just go to Google, bro, and do your research. Like, I don't know why these motherfuckers don't use Google, bro. So, listen, Eddie Hearn, Oscar, all these promoters, they could go on all these TV and all that and try to promote. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody making money with them. And that's the problem. That's been a problem with boxing, bro. Like, you got to understand, when you got funds and people that are trying to invest and make money off boxing, there's no way how. I mean, unless you're putting in money privately, and if you look at the numbers, bro, we can't even sit here and say, oh, matchroom's a profitable business. Yo, I swear to God, Oscar De La Hoya gotta be losing bread. I just don't see how Oscar De La Hoya is making bread with Golden Boy, bro. And the shows he's been putting, I just don't see it. Maybe I'm tripping, but I would love for him to open up them books so you can all take a look. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, like, okay, you got Dana. Dana goes on CNBC because he's selling the product. People watch that shit. Like, believe it or not, this shit is on all these offices down here downtown. They got this shit on. So at the end of the day, people invest and put money into this company because they can, right? Not that it's completely owned by TKO. I think it's a 60-40 split with Seller. But what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, you can invest in a TKO, UFC, and all that, and make money. That fucking stock is growing. They just did a repurchasing, which means they're buying their own stock, bro, which increases the stock price. That's how people make money. So at the end of the day, that's something that Dana's bringing to the table that Eddie Hearn, Oscar, and these other dudes can't. I mean, they're with the Zone now. Is the Zone a public company? No, it's a private company as well. And I know that first of all, I think the Zone is from overseas. It's from over there in England or wherever the hell that shit is at. But at the end of the day, like, that's why there's an opportunity for boxing. And over, like, in the next couple of years, this just bringing eyes that just weren't there. When you say bringing eyes to the sport, listen, it's going to be a slow burn, but at the end of the day, this is 100% bringing eyes to the sport. No matter how you cook it up. Like you said, Dana on CNBC. Bro, I'm seeing cross promotions, Fanatics Fest. They don't have a fucking section for fucking matchroom boxing. They don't have a section for Golden Boy. These motherfuckers been shitting the bed for a lot of years, bro. At the end of the day, we can't deny that. So when we like wondering, oh, why is Dana paying this attention that they weren't, it's because Dana is a businessman and people are able to invest in what he's promoting, unlike these other private companies. But
You
anyway,
may
Ness,
feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
I stop. Appreciate you bringing that information off his name, right? Letting us know that they open and trading and shit, man. We got Rob with the $2. All words, all love. Chill Spot Entertainment. Laughing out loud 3 times. $2. You a wild boy. We out. Peace. On to the next one.